も時間通りですね。スケジュールはすでに送信しました。異議がなければすぐに取り掛かりましょう。
Welcome guys, hope everyone's doing well. Today's stream is very straightforward. We will be continuing from where we left off on part 2 of the story. And that's basically it, hopefully finishing it on this stream. If you want to watch it from the beginning, that will be on the stream before this one. I've included timestamps so you can skip straight ahead if you so desire. Quick recap on the story, quick little previously on AMC's Girls Frontline 2. It was basically revealed to us that the Nito Chilo literally made Helena from a petri dish, or from scratch essentially. Bioorganically created some kind of superhuman that has the capability to endure the ancient collapse relics or something. Low-key playing God, which I wanna say even in the context of the sci-fi world is pretty goddamn significant. I mean, creating an almost human replica android is one thing, but a biological human, a enhanced one at that, is an incredibly big deal. So not only is that pretty astonishing that they intend on using her to unlock the gates to hell, the void, or some kind of next level dimension. So the stakes are very high. A lot of super heavy lore and information is being dropped, which also leads me to believe that Chilo is not some ordinary Nito. I was debating this with myself whether she was possibly even more enhanced than the 3rd gen dolls. I mean, intellectually she has to be, but we might be on the verge of some next level Nito technology, which is kind of cool. The likes of which could be substantially smarter and or stronger than what we currently have on the story, like with regards to the Nitos. Haven't quite established the hierarchy in power with how, you know, who's in what position, who's stronger than who, but we might find that out soon enough. That's the TLDR from where we left off. Let's get right into it. I'll just put the volume up, get the audio going, master volume 100. Master volume, okay. No. So we're about halfway-ish. Just under halfway, with some like side story missions as well. Hopefully we can get it done. I think we should just maybe get it done in time. Let's see how it goes. So yeah, we were like in the Chilo's laboratory with Helena trapped in the tube thing, and she was dropping a lot of informations. I guess it's just straight starting off with a mission. This is gonna be funny. Bro, I can't even load the game. Wait, how do they survive? Oh, because when they die, they get like a... Yeah, that's fine. I think they're all dead anyways. Oh, was that just a straight up? Okay, that was cool. I'll take it. No story, just straight mission. I think now we're getting into the story. Okay, so we're back in the lab. Literally from where we left off. The elevator doors slide open slowly. Orphalin steps out, her heart still racing. Oh no, maybe it's a different lab. The chaos moments ago has already left her shaken, but what greets her beyond the elevator only deepens her unease. Even as the heiress of the Gerard group, she has never seen this place before. Oh no, maybe she is in Chilo's place. Oh yeah, because she left with Igla through the secret passageway. That's right. Okay. She draws in sharp breaths, trying to calm herself through steady inhalation, but her heart pounds erratically, and an icy chill climbs from her feet to the crown of her head, leaving her unable to think.
本部の地下にこんな広い場所があったなんて聞いてないわ。 This
laboratory was approved by Mr. Oleg. It's been under Lady. Yes. Okay, so the laboratory under the facility that she's been chilling at.
どうして私に内緒にしてたの？楽園計画を
It's obviously ensure smooth implementation of Project Eden.
事実、ここがなければ計画はとっくに阻止されてた。でもどうして軍が
Yeah, why were the soldiers sabotaging?
連絡が取れない。何が
And an old man got shot. Is right.
イグラ、あなた知ってたでしょ。いつも私のためとか言って何も教えてくれない。
Still don't know if Igla's
もし本当に私
good or
のためな
bad.
らこんなことにはなってないでしょ。
She's been
それは
playing along or tricking her.
イグラはずっとあんたのために身を粉にしてきたんだから。
Hmm.
イグラの手配がなければ計画はもう終わってたんだよ。どういうこと？人類に変革をもたらす計画をたかが一企業に利権を独占させる。ロレンは計画の価値を見抜いて成果を奪おうとしている。
Okay, yeah, so URNC I think came in with their military forces to try and get in on the action.
大丈夫。正義は遅れてやってくる。この計画におけるジラードグループとあんたの貢献をアピールさえできればいい。そうすればセロンに負けてロレンも関係者を処分しなきゃいけない。ジラードもきっと息を吹き返せる。
A political play as well.
当たり前じゃん。イグラに聞い
Orphalin turns to Igla with hopeful eyes. Igla lowers her gaze and nods.
これが正真正銘最後の機会です。
ほらね。だからさ、早く計画を実行しようよ。
Orphalin's eyes waver. Doubt still grips her, and she does not fully believe their words. I'll probably read these like narration ones and let the characters talk for themselves, but what choice does she have now? At last, she lowers her head and speaks to Chilovig, as if resigning herself to fate.
わかったわ。コンソールは
Hmm.
ダミー人形についていって。私はまだイグラと話すことがあるから。
Orphalin follows the marionette doll out. Before leaving, she casts a reluctant gaze at Igla. Igla offers her a reassuring smile, only then does Orphalin close the door and depart. But the moment Orphalin vanishes from Igla's sight, her expression darkens. Chilovig approaches with a faint, sly laugh.
ちょっとアクシデントはあったけど、これで順調に進
ロレンの動きの速さは予想外です。計画の成否に関わらず。
Hmm.
ほらね。これが降伏した結果、あのジジイ結局は骨の髄までしゃぶり尽くされて、あんたは同じ鉄を踏まないようにね。
私やオレク様がどうなろうとさまつなことで、お嬢様だけはあなたには可能な限り協力してきました。
Yeah, I wouldn't trust Chilo.
条件出していい立場じゃないでしょ。
警備部隊の指揮権は私にあります。今投降すればロレン軍がすぐ、
Hmm.
やだな。誤解。そんな条件出さなくても私たちの
Yeah, I doubt that.
約束。
賢明な選択です。ジラードが滅んでもお嬢様さえいらっしゃれば。
Okay.
お嬢様。
ほらほら。
So it's like she believes Orphalin's like the seed, so if everything goes under, they can start from scratch as long as Orphalin is still alive and well. Because she's blessed and she has all the information, right?
キャストも揃ってきたし、ますます見逃せないな。
どういう意味ですか？
Chilovig does not answer. She simply pushes Igla toward the control area with an eerie smile on her lips. Ooh. Okay. The game's so fast, I can't even eat my cake.
さっさと倒れたらどうだ。
はい。
深いわね。地上の電波が受信できない。
いや、通常この深さでも電波は届く。多分通信が妨害されている。それにしても随分防御が手薄ね。
ジラードの戦力の大半はハーベルさんの部隊に引きつけられている。
I don't know where we are. Where's the commander and her crew at? I've lost my sense of bearing. Are we looking for the same lab? Where I think we're looking for the same lab Helena's held at. With Chilos. Maybe? I can't remember. Translucent slime.
以前見た培養液と違う。グローザー、また何か新たな実験を。
指揮官、そろそろです。
I nod, my gaze settling on a half-open airtight door not far away. Beyond it, more complex instruments are faintly visible.
ヘレナの自動防御システムの信号が近くに。
Okay, yeah, I think we're going for the same lab where Helena is.
信号の性質からして。
なら急がないと。
前進。ヘレナはいる。私にはわかる。
I can feel... No. I was gonna say can blessed ones feel each other, but I don't think Helena's blessed, technically.
行くわよ。
次の目標を教えてください。
I just want to see where the side missions are so we don't accidentally skip it. Oh, perfect, yeah, okay, so... timing. Go from here to here. Alright. Because I was told in our Discord that apparently these side missions have some story significance. And he was right. Doot doot. Oh, so this is right after we hung up on her. Yeah, yeah. Well, like, I think we asked her out and stuff, and we intentionally left her out left her out of the loop so she wouldn't get in trouble or be in danger. Then this is her pov. Kalina clenches her fist. The after effects of falling for that trap in the city haven't fully faded, and her head still aches faintly. However, she powers through it with sheer will and forces herself to get up before changing out of her hospital gown. Two non-for guards are standing, watch outside her sick room. Kalina makes up an excuse to get out of the way, then get them out of the way, then surveys her surroundings, ensuring there's nobody around to see her. But right as she's about to head outside, the communicator finally rings again. Kaylin. Oh, there's no voice acting. Lena and I are headed to the hospital. The evacuation of Liver has begun, and it's a madhouse out here. Stay in your room and don't wander around. We're coming to get you. Why is there no voice acting for this? I'm fine. This place is still safe for now, so focus on helping Nonpot to organize evacuation. I'll meet up with you at the safe house. Kaylin, are you hiding something from us? Why do you say that? You're planning to go it alone again, aren't you? I do want to confirm some things, yes. Kaylin, you should know by now that this is a secure internal channel Lena and I made in 404. You don't have to worry about being overheard by anyone else. So what's the big secret that you can't even tell us? The line is silent for a moment. Kalina closes the door with a click, then heads over to a secluded corner of the sick room. I want to help the commander. What? You want to help the commander? What happened to her? I don't know. But just now the commander told me to delete all my comms logs with it. So I strongly suspect she's going to do something dangerous by herself again. That's why I want to help her. But Kaylin, your body. I know, you don't have to tell me. But I am not going to watch the commander walk into danger again while I do nothing. I swore I'd face this sort of thing with her together. Lena laughs helplessly. Looks like you're determined to do this. I take it that nothing I can say can can now change your mind. Yeah. Alright, fair enough. Still, there's no reason for you to hide that from us, you know. You do know our commander has no name or identity in the system, right? Were you seriously planning to try and track her down in a big place like Lviv all by yourself? When she contacted me earlier, I managed to pinpoint her location. Oh my, you really were going to look for the commander all on your own. Lena sighs heavily as she realizes the unspoken meaning of Leva's words. Listen to me, Leva. What I'm about to do is most likely going to violate non-force confidentiality regulation, as well as various UINC laws too. If the powers that be decide to conduct an investigation, what happens to me is one thing, but I don't want you to end up... Ah, so you do know what's in store for you after all, don't you? But Kaelin, have you forgotten? The only reason we even joined NOMF in the first place is because of our personal relationship with you and the Director. We're here to help you, not the URNC. Surely a situation like this is when we can truly shine, right? But if the Commander and I end up as wanted criminals after this, you'll become illegal dolls too. Illegal dolls, that takes me back. You do remember I was a SF brain until recently, don't you? That's highly law-abiding behavior. Ah, Sangvi Ferry, right? Sangvi Ferry with the baddies in GF1, if I'm not mistaken. So Leva's got a bit of a past. Interesting. Right, we've just arrived at the hospital. That's probably what makes her so interesting of a character. She's probably an enemy that turned into a good, like an ally. Leva gasps with surprise, accompanied by a shrill alarm going off inside the hospital. Emergency, your attention please. Unidentified life forms have breached the hospital perimeter. Emergency response measures have been activated. All staff are to cease their duties immediately and evacuate along their designated routes in an orderly manner. Medical personnel are to assist mobility impaired patients in their care and prioritize the evacuation. Security personnel are to assist them. Please remain calm, do not push or shove, and follow the fluorescent signs to the nearest exit. We repeat. Leva, what's going on out there? The hospital PA systems are saying there's been a breach by unidentified life forms. Does that mean? Yep, Elids. But Lviv is sitting in the white zone, how could they? Yeah, true. All the way here? I believe all this is related to what the commander was telling you just now. Shiki, is that you? Oh, welcome. So I'm not sure if this is Shiki or someone else. Welcome anyways. I'm sorry, I don't know what your name says. Unfortunately, we don't have time to figure out exactly what she meant. Our current priority is to evacuate you safely. Monstrous roars can be heard through the comm channel, coming from Leva's side. Used to be you. You would only hear things like that in the yellow zone. Lena, prepare for battle. Got it. Guess? Is it someone I know, or do I know you already in some way, or no? Cleaner, are you alright? Are you hurt? I'm fine. Let's leave the hospital, then head for this location ASAP. My last contact with the commander placed her at that location. Yeah, it's me? Yeah, who's me? Who's me? Lena, analyze the coordinates Kaelin sent us. Okay, leave it to me. As Lena analyzed the coordinates, the alarms inside the hospital grew increasingly urgent. Orderlies and nurses rushed to help their patients to the emergency exits. Some of the patients in question were in the middle of surgery when the alarms were triggered. Their procedures were suspended and they were wheeled out of the operating theatre after receiving only the basics of emergency care. It hurts so bad. Please hold on a little longer, while we will administer pain medication once we get to safety. A nurse pushing a gurney raises past Colleen and the others. However, one of its wheels suddenly seizes up, sending it careening down a flight of stairs. Or rather, it would have, if not for Kalina rushing over and grabbing one of its side rails. Let me lend you a hand. Thank you so much. Kalina holds onto the side of the gurney and helps guide it to the emergency exit. However, the nurse is followed by more medical staff helping patients evacuate. They're coming from all directions and they all flood into the corridor. Excuse me. Forgive me. And they all flood into the corridor where Kalina is standing. I'm sorry, but we only have space for severe cases. Why don't I help you move? Bless your heart, young lady. Hey, isn't anyone going to help me out here? I paid a lot of money for a top-class ward. I deserve top-class treatment. Wow, this guy. Hey, you over there, you're a dollar, right? Get over here and get me out of this place. I never imagined that after we got to know each other, you would forget what I used to look like. Bro, it's the... Shiki, is it you? It's the Asian characters, bro. How am I supposed to remember? Level looks up and glances coldly at the man. However, just as he finishes speaking, a gurney rushing out... What's a gurney? Rushing out of an operating theater crashes into his wheelchair and sends him flying. The wheelchair spins several times and comes to a halt, teetering precariously at the edge of a wall. It is then Kalina realizes the man in the wheelchair has lost both his legs. But before she can think about the matter in detail, a heart-rending scream from behind draws her attention. Make way, please, everyone. This lady's about to give birth. Oh my god. Bro, this is such a stressful situation. We need to get her to safety ASAP. Just then, another more frantic alarm comes in over the hospital's PA system. Once again, this is an emergency announcement. Unidentified life forms are currently closing in. All medical personnel, please evacuate your patients to the designated safe areas. How did they get into the hospital? Out of all places. Is this place full overrun by elids? Like some post-apocalyptic Resident Evil scenario? However, the loudspeaker's announcements is followed up by the clamour in the background. All it does is blend with the background noise and add to the babble of voices around them. This is the name I used when I first entered this stream room. Ah, it's Shiki. That has to be Shiki. Has to be Shiki. And then you jumped on Twitch later on. Welcome, bro. How are you? The hospital security does their best to maintain order. However, they were clearly too used to peace because a sudden outbreak of chaos leaves them at a loss for what to do next. Miss Kaylin, I finished analyzing the coordinates. I've cross-referenced it with a local map and uploaded it to the comm channel. According to the map, the commander's last known position was near a research building owned by the Gerard Group. So TLDR, we're just going to go and catch up with the commander. As she takes in the chaotic scene before Kalina finds herself on the other side immediately. It's a lot of jargon just for one very obvious and clear objective. She has waited 10 whole years just to find the commander's trail again. She would like nothing better than to rush to his side right away and face whatever is coming with her. What do you mean his? My commander's a woman, even if that means plunging into hell along with her. But crack. Groar. The massive monstrous silhouette of an alien bursts into the hospital building, accompanied by the sound of breaking glass and its ferocious roar. The security guards try to return fire, but their efforts are futile. In an emergency like this, their lack of combat experience means they do little more than serve as appetizers for the monsters. Let's put that on hold for now. After a brief silence, Kalina takes out her handgun and takes aim at the elite. Leva Lena will focus on protecting and evacuating civilians. As for the rest, we'll worry about that later. Yes, ma'am. Okay.
戦闘終了。脅威は全て排除しました。これで先。
Everyone make way, please. I am Counselor Kalina from Non-Farm. Until corporate security troops arrive, I will be taking charge of this evacuation. All combat personnel, fall back now and prioritize evacuating the civilians, avoid engaging the elites as much as possible. Kalina didn't need to emphasize that these ordinary security guards have no chance of surviving a direct clash with elites. Bro, I've got a V6 Voymastina, what do you mean? However, Kalina's leadership means that the formation isn't as sloppy as before. As they cover the orderly withdrawal of the patients, they also manage to avoid needless casualties. Why isn't there any voice acting for this? We've got 5 or 6 unknown heat sources near the hospital. 3 of them have been visually confirmed as elites. Half a dozen, I can't believe there are so many out there. Looks like this isn't an accident. No wonder the commander said all that. Halen, the human guards won't last long. If the defense line breaks, the elites will run right through the building. It's not going to be pretty. Kalina, the other enemies on the perimeter are coming over. They're elites too. Got it. Level Lena, from now until the evacuation is complete, I am lifting all restrictions on weapon use in the White Zone. So go out there and kick their asses. Nice. Looks like I'll be getting a proper workout. After all, I haven't been in a proper fight ever since I changed over to this new body. Oh, really? Okay. I'll work with Leva. It'll be the best $2 combo ever. Let's go, Leva and Lena. Combo sisters. Hasn't even entered combat yet. Too bad Voymastina is just going to kill everything anyways. Almost done. Kalina looks back at the almost empty hospital lobby and then puts her gun away. In front of her, Leva and Lena are wrapping up their battles with the Elids. The evacuation's almost complete. You guys had better run for your lives too. As Leva addresses the hospital guards, she studies the Elid limbs scattered across the ground. These men are slightly armed and barely qualify as combat capable. They look at each other, then nod to Leva and Kalina before beating a hasty retreat. If these Elids manage to reach hospital in the middle of the white zone, the outside must be absolute chaos. Yeah. Meh, we can leave the rest in Nomfa. Leva stretches and then heads over to Kalina. Say, Kaelin, since the people Nomfa is sending to take over the scene haven't arrived yet, you have a chance to do what you want to do. Yeah. Lena, send me the map and those coordinates from just now. I'm... The faint sound of a child's crying filters its way over from a corner of the hospital lobby. Kaelin looks at the source of the voice and finds a trembling child hiding behind an ornamental plant. Hey kiddo, why are you still here? Where's your family? Big sis. I don't know where mummy went. Hey Shah, welcome bro. How are you? How are you? Should I say good morning, good afternoon? There, it's alright. Big sis will take you to a safe place. Lena takes a quick look around. The hospital's evacuation corridor isn't closed yet. She just needs to bring this kid to the underground holding area and hand her over to the workers there. After that, she'll have enough time to go find the commander. With that thought in mind, she bends down and takes the girl's hand. Come on, let's... Leva, IR imaging shows we still have mobile heat sources. What? Leva immediately realizes something is wrong somewhere. Small guns used by the security personnel don't have much in the way of stopping power. It's entirely possible that hitting an Elid in its vitals might not have been enough to finish it off. Will they regen? However, Kaelin, behind you. There's no time to turn around. Kalina scoops the girl into her arms, operating entirely on instinct. She doesn't have time to see what's behind her, only to roll aside, aiming for a piece of cover. Blam. The ponderous report of a sniper rifle's discharge fills the air behind Kalina. Oof, whose sniper rifle is this? The Elid staggers back, a gaping hole in its head before crashing to the ground completely motionless. Is this Nemesis? Expression, like what? What just happened? Huh? Oh, it's Macchiato. Nice, let's go. And stay down. Let's go. Are you doing the extra step? Yeah, bro. I'm just doing it in order as they come because someone I can't remember who in Discord said that there's some story missions for the side missions, so I figured I'd do those as well as I progress. Lena hears a familiar voice coming from above her. She looks up and sees a pair of dolls emerging from hidden positions on the hospital's second floor. Ooh, it's Sekiro. It's Team Sekiro. Let's go, Miss Kalina. Are you alright? Besides, Springfield Macchiato puts away his smoking gun. Both of them jump down from the balcony and approach Kalina. Springfield, and is that you, Macchiato? You shouldn't have gone back after being cleared by Nomfa. Yeah, they added stories to them, interestingly. Yeah, but there's no voice acting, which makes it a little bit annoying. This area is very dangerous. There's no telling what might happen next. I'm worried that... Don't worry. We'll be fine. Provided Leva... Bro, whenever I see Springfield in her face, like, everything... I just feel so much more at peace. Like, no matter how stressful or anxious or intense a situation is, the moment Springfield comes, it's like, everything's gonna be okay. We'll be fine, provided Leva and Lena don't report our illegal discharge of firearms to the administration. Oh dear, it's a bit late for that. I just reported a case of illegal arms possession by a civilian doll, as well as the use of said firearms without authorization. It's a really serious charge, you know. Yeah, that threw me off too. I guess they just probably last minute just added in a bit of extra story, but didn't have time to voice act it. Hey, this isn't the time to be joking around. Lena looks at the two of them, and the worried look crosses her face. So anyway, why are the two of you still in the white zone? I mean, she must need all the help she can get, right? After reading between the lines, Springfield smiles in a soothing way. She knew you all too well. She told me that she was afraid you'd get impulsive and do something stupid, so she asked us to secretly protect you. Protect me? But she's the one who needs the most protection. She's the one who ran off to a dangerous place like a Gerard Group lab. And then he said, don't contact me again. My commander's a woman. Haven't you realized it yet, Miss Kalina? What? You're doing exactly what the commander did 10 years ago. You mean, 10 years ago in Frankfurt, the commander did what you just did. She tried her best to protect everyone. I'm not that great. I can't bear to watch the people around me in danger and not do anything about it. But that was the same pure mindset the commander had when she set out to save everyone around her. I know I don't have the right to comment on this subject, but as long as your hearts are aligned, why worry about meeting her sooner rather than later? As long as you both walk the same path, then someday you will encounter her again. A mix of emotions wells up on Kalina's face. She lowers her head, shrouding her face in shadow, as though she doesn't want people to notice the red around her eyes. Womped. I understand. I know I shouldn't be saying this, but sometimes I'm jealous of you, of all you dolls, Springfield. I'm jealous of how you can discard everything and stay by her side. But as for me, I still have responsibilities to bear as a human being. Well, my current self does, at least. And there are still things I can do. I'm not okay at all. She can't just jump around and tell me your wife is still alive. She's still waiting for you in Prague. What? Kalina raises her head. The confusion on her face is gone, replaced by a look of determination. Springfield, Macchiato, can you help me send this girl to a safer place, to a safe place? Right now, I'm going. I'm going to be like the commander. Okay. Alright, Kalina.
次の目標を教えてください。
We get it. When I grow up, I want to be like the commander. And that was level two missions of just commander glazing. Nice. Totally worth. Alright, let's get back to the main story, shall we? Let's get back to actual pressing matters, shall we? We pass through the final security door, and the sight before us makes our breath stop short. Okay, so this is the commander and the dolls, and we're looking for Helena, I think. This is no ordinary basement, but a mind-boggling, enormous void. As if the entire underground of Lviv has been hollowed out, the space rises into darkness fast as an underground city, its walls covered in countless intricate devices. Bro, I love this. The vibes right now, 10 out of 10. The light is dim, save for the vine-like structures spread throughout the chamber, emitting a faint blue glow. I can hardly tell whether they are organic or mechanical. Some are as thick as giant pythons, others as fine as hair. They function as conduits, transporting some luminous substance toward the center, where a massive translucent sphere floats in midair. And at the heart of the sphere, Helena is suspended in culture fluid, drifting silently. My breath catches. I rush forward almost instinctively, stepping in onto the edge of the immense space. The warning comes too late. Ah, flashbang! Ah, my eyes! The moment I step in, the entire chamber lights up. Countless spotlights shine down from the ceiling, blinding white light like midday, forcing everyone to shield their eyes. Yeah, I'm literally shielding my eyes right now in real life. The ground beneath my feet suddenly rises, lifting all of us into the air and forming a stage-like platform. At the same time, the vines covering the walls withdraw to either side like theater curtains, revealing something horrific. Oh god. Is it a Bujum? Embedded in the walls are thousands upon thousands of amber-colored transparent cells, each one holding an entity that's somewhere between human and non-human. Oh, it's like these things. I think it's these things, yeah. Some have limbs fused with plant tissue, some sprout bony protrusions from their skulls, some bear organs in their chests and that are decidedly not human. Bro, they've been conducting human experiments on like God knows how many people. God damn it, Paradis. Every face is twisted into an expression of extreme agony, frozen forever in that moment. Are these Elids? So is it meant to reveal that Elids are actually humans that have transformed into these creatures? Maybe, or not necessarily animals, or maybe a bit of both. Humans? Alva's expression hardens with anger, but she remains composed and swiftly analyzes the environment. They all still show vital signs, but they're no longer
人間じゃ
entirely human.
指揮官が以前パラデウスの拠点で見たものと似ているわ
They look similar to the data you transmitted earlier from the Paradise Stronghold Commander.
いや
No,
何かが違
this feels different.
う。なんという
They
か
look more like some kind of stored fuel. Sound Bro, the clap, seriously? You just couldn't leave well enough alone.
さすが噂の指揮官いい
Splendid deduction, as expected of the legendary commander. All of us look toward the source. A strange woman stands upon a floating platform above, bathed in blue light. Dressed in a pristine white lab coat, she claps with exaggerated enthusiasm and an almost intoxicated smile on her face. I know at once she must be Chilovik.
ようこそ私の劇場新世界発祥の地へ
She spreads her arms like a prima donna taking a curtain call.
主役は揃い観客も席に着いたいよいよ舞台の幕開
She's a
け
bit dramatic, this one. Her gaze settles on me, her eyes gleaming with manic light.
魔王の城にたどり着いた勇者
She turns toward the central sphere, her voice softening into a gentle and eerie murmur.
麗しい姫君に真理への鍵
I draw my pistol and aim at Chilovik.
こ今すぐヘレナを解放しなさい。
I pull the trigger without hesitation, then. The bullet whistles toward Chilovik, only to be intercepted at the last instant by a vine that lashes out. Another vine erupts from the ground and coils around my wrist, knocking the weapon from my hand. She's basically bloody Poison Ivy from the Batman universe at this point. Chilovik lets out an unpleasant laugh.
空気読んでよね勝手にアドリブ足さないで
Her expression suddenly turns solemn and her gaze sharpens.
物語の結末はもう決まっているんだから主人公といえどもそれは変えられない時代の波に流される数ある石ころの一つ
指揮官彼女を撃っても無駄ですあれはただの器
Yeah, true.
おそらく彼女の意識は外部記憶媒体にあります器が破壊されて
Hmm.
何度も生き返ることができます
Chilovik tilts her head slightly, a chilling smile spreading across her face.
やっぱり頭いいね節郎ちゃん
Only half. She strokes her cheek lightly, her gaze turning distant.
死を克服してしまうと命というものは途端につま
Is she gonna pull out her I've achieved immortality? She suddenly raises her head and her eyes blazing with mad fervor.
真理を前にして無限の可能性
When you stand before the gate of truth, when you glimpse infinite possibility, the sensation, oh, that sensation. Suddenly, a hatch high above the laboratory slowly opens and a beam of intense light shines down. Chilovik's smile widens, anticipation glittering in her eyes.
ヒロインのご登場
I look sharply upward, my anger shifting to surprise. A vertical platform descends from the hatch. Upon it stands Orphalun and Igla. Orphalun is wearing the elegant evening gown prepared for the summit, looking strangely out of place under the cold blue glow. Igla stands at her side, vigilant and composed, her hand resting on her sword hilt. The platform descends slowly. Chilovik spreads her arms, her voice brimming with... I got a feeling Orphalun's gonna be sacrificed, man.
オルフェルーネ・ジラー
I don't know why. I get this feeling she's gonna be sacrificed for like the project to commence or something. I don't know.
そしてその背後に立つのが
Her mirror and shadow,
この物語
the true heroine of this grand performance. Orphalun's gaze meets mine, and she instinctively grips Igla's hand in her bewilderment. Her eyes are full of confusion. She clearly does not understand why she'd find me here in this laboratory. She begins to survey the chamber. Her confusion shifts to surprise and curiosity. This place is as unfamiliar to her as it is to us. But when she sees what fills the amber cells, her expression freezes. Ah yes, the first time she's seeing the monstrosity this place is. Her voice cuts off, her face turns pale. She takes a step back. Igla moves half a step forward, shielding her protectively. The platform finally settles onto the ground. Orphalun forces herself to look again. More carefully this time. Her shock gradually gives way to dawning realization and fear.
シェラビグこれは何なの
Her gaze fixes on Helena inside the sphere. Her pupils contract sharply. Chilavig leaps down from above and lands not far in front of Orphalune. She beams.
ここが楽園計画の根拠地だよ、オルフェルーネ。
So, yeah, Orphalune had no idea, and Chile was working on what she was working on the side, but for something more sinister. She turns gracefully, spreading her arms as though presenting a masterpiece.
10年前、あんたがフランクフルトの瓦礫の山で見た未来そのものだよ。
This is the future you glimpsed 10 years ago amidst the ruins of Frankfurt. Wait, was this a prophecy? Was Project Eden a prophecy that she was blessed on when Frankfurt happened 10 years ago? Is that what?
人間と崇高な存在が融合した。
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. A brand new world, a world of humanity merges with higher dimensional existence. Good damn. We're going all the way. She turns back, madness gleaming in her eyes.
長い間。
For years I have worked according to your vision, realizing your theories, perfecting your designs.
そして今
And now we have finally reached the moment of harvest.
その時が来たんだ。
Orphalune slowly shakes her head. She cannot tear her eyes away from the amber cells.
でもこれは私の考えたことと、
Unless...
私はただ純粋に再生可能エネルギーを。
Okay, I think she saw a genuine prophecy for the future, but then Chilo kind of had a corrupted version of the same future prophecy thing. Chilovig smiles gently, dangerously. Her voice is almost hypnotic.
あんたは私が見てきた中で、でも知識と知恵はいい。
Her fingers tap lightly in the air as if arranging invisible threads.
あんたはいつも肝心な
Frankfurt did inspire you, but you saw only a fragment of the puzzle.
エネルギーのこと
You saw energy, but not the source. Creation, but not the cost. The future,
ビジョンがあって
but not the path leading
そ
to
こ
it.
に至る道も代償にも。
Pretty poetic. Her voice grows fervent.
でも
But none of that is your fault. You are the artist, and I, the artisan.
あんたは芸術家で、あんたの練った構想
She's a bit of a character, this one. She's growing on me. You draw the blueprint, I bring it to life. Look at this perfect symmetry. Look at this exquisite energy network. Every sacrifice, every volunteer exists for a greater purpose. I turn sharply to Orphalune, my voice urgent and resolute.
奴の言葉に耳を貸さないで。これは世界を滅ぼす計画よ。
Hmm.
免疫体を使った彼岸スペースを開くつもりなの。
Space of Nirvana.
フランクフルトの出来事は刑事の
Frankfurt wasn't a revelation, it was a catastrophe, and she wants to recreate that calamity. Okay, alright. Makes sense. Chilevik turns to me, her eyes flashing dangerously.
うるさいよ勇者。台本にないセリフは言わない。
She waves her hand, and a vine lashes up from the ground toward my throat. Voymastina strikes like lightning, severing it with her blade. Let's go! Where does she even come from, dude? She just appears like Voymastina is like the boogeyman or something. Like when you utter her name 3 times, she just appears. Chilevig only snickers softly and turns back to Orphalune, her tone once more gentle and coaxing.
オルフェルーネ。
Orphalune, my dearest
この
collaborator.
がちょっと。でもこれは常識にとらわれずに探索を続けた結果、
She steps closer, fervor shining in her eyes.
今までの努力を思い出してよ。この10年、数えきれないほど夜更かしして何度も失敗を重ねてきた。あんたは人類に変革をもたらした天才として 歴史に名を残すんだよ。
The Great Orphalune Incident. She points to a console nearby where a conspicuous red button waits.
あのボタンを押せば、あんたの理論が実践される。エネルギー革命も現実となる。ジラードグループは力を取り戻して一族の汚名も返上できる。
Family disgrace. Lila's body tenses slightly. Her gaze shifts between Chilevig and Orphalune, her hand never leaving the hilt of her rapier. Orphalune falls silent, her eyes grow distant as though recalling something. She slowly approaches the central sphere, drawing closer to the imprisoned Helena.
フランクフルトで起きた爆破。
Frankfurt, the explosion that day, that white space. Her voice grows softer as she mutters to herself. But Chilevig leans forward, hands clenched, eyes fervent.
そう、その白い空間。
Yes, that white space, the very edge of nirvana. You are among the few blessed by the divine, a genius chosen by it. Bro, I'm so curious as to this nirvana stuff. Orphalune, we are about to reopen that gate, not by accident but deliberately, controllably. All you must do is step forward and press that button. Push the goddamn button. And you will see the truth once more. You truly believe that minor purification and energy... You truly believe that minor purification and energy engineering could revive the Girardru? Don't be foolish, Orphalune. Who cares about the group, man? You guys are gonna unlock the meaning of life and existence and space and time. What are you even talking about? Who cares about a group? We're about to break the universe. Or something. Or make contact with God, or I don't know, the void or something next level, dude. Don't be foolish, Orphalune. Truth. Only the truth can make them bow. Only the truth can grant you authority.
騙されないで。シルロビクの研究所にあった楽園計画に関する資料を読んだけど、オルフェルーネさん、あなたたちは騙されてる。
うるさい。部外者は黙って。
Bro, they're just ready to fight. They don't even care about, like, us ripping space and time. They just want to 1v1 each other. Igla turns to face his expression unreadable. Must be completed. But why? I guess she's under the same kind of narrative that Chilo's been spreading. I never imagined Project would be involved in so many sacrifices. It is your plan. Every concept, every design, all stem from your knowledge and proposals. Chile being merely interpreted differently. Orphalune closes her eyes as if retracing all of the effort she has poured into Project Eden. Yeah, I don't think it's anything what you guys think it is. The gaze moves towards Chilivig, between Chilivig, Igla and me. Her expression is tormented. She looks at the red button, her fingers tremble as they reach toward it, then withdraw. I see your hesitation. I know I must make one final attempt. Okay, like, basically almost like a nuke. Yeah, because of radiation. My voice trembles with emotion as I struggle to make you understand. True. I can relive Frankfurt again? Who gave her this vision? What gave her this vision? Suddenly, as if seizing a lifeline, her expression brightens. Orphalune places her hand on the bottom once more. Oh, the commander saw it too. Orphelin's hand and freezes midair. She lifts it, lowers it, and shakes her head in anguish.
ありえない。あれだけ頑張ったのに。
私を信じて。
信じる。でもずっと信じてきたものが、もし本当なら私の生きる意味は何なの？
なら殺戮に加担すれば生きる意味があったとでも言うの？
わかんない。
Orphelin withdraws her hand again. Seeing her trembling in tears, Shlevik's patience finally snaps. A twisted, contemptuous expression overtakes her face.
やっぱそうなるか。温室育ちのお嬢様に世界を変える一歩を踏み出す度胸なんかない。祝福を受けた者が2人もいるのに。でも大丈夫。あんたが躊躇している間にあんたの生態情報をどっ
Back up your biometric data? Oh no, is she gonna kill her and then clone her? Like and make her like she did Felina? Oh, okay, right, no, it's just the authentication thing.
あんたがここに記載すれば、ここにはすべての設備が揃ってる。あとはあんたのせい。本当はあんたが自分の意思で押した方がいいんだけど。それじゃ。ええ。
申し訳ございません、お嬢様。不安。
Eagle, whose side are you on, man?
楽園計画が滞りなく実行される。ジラードグループにはもう。
Are you protecting us, or are you in the interests of the group? Because you no longer have a place within the Gerard group.
どういう意味？
できればこのことをお知らせしたくはな
I
か
have
った
not
のですが
intended to tell you.
先ほどオリク
Just know Mr. Oleg sold you out to the UN in exchange for his own safety. Even though he died, he divulged everything, your plan, your project.
お父様がやっぱり。
はい。楽園
My safety.
失敗すれば
If Project Eden does not succeed, you will die.
ですが計画を
But
通
if it launches and the world witnesses its greatness, he will become the most outstanding scientist alive. That's a bait. That's a debate and a half. You'll no longer depend on the Gerard group. As an independent scientist, you will own global acclaim. Nah, that's bullshit. Even if the Gerard group wants you prove Project Eden's success, you can obtain immunity from the... Nah, dude. What do you mean? What's the comparison? Worst, just get a lawyer and figure it out, man. Wolfaloon, this is the first time you shed the fighter, but Eagle's expression has never been for Emma. That's right, I will sacrifice anything for you to live on. Even the entirety of Lviv. Yeah, it's a bit extreme. Eagle no longer looks at Orpheloon, instead she turns towards Chilevik. I don't know, man. Eagle's... I think we just rule Eagle out. I think she's done those.
もう止められないよ。
Presses another button at her side. The entire laboratory begins to tremble. The amber cells around us start to crack. The half-human beings within liquefy instantly into vicious, glowing flesh and surge through the conduits toward the central sphere. Helena convulses in agony within the sphere. Her eyes snap open, filled with terror and pain. The energy field surrounding the sphere fluctuates violently as it flashes with an ominous light. Shelevik's voice rings out over the thunderous roar of machinery brimming with mad triumph.
悲願が開かれ、真理の光が世を照らす。そしてあんたたち
It's kind of it's super crazy, but I'm super down for it. As like her motives as for her character. I'm digging it though, from her perspective. Only cries her name and tries to rush forward, but the ground splits open. The elites crawl out, blocking her path. They take many forms, some still retain humanoid features, others have fully mutated to plant-like monstrosities. All emit an ominous glow. Voymastina with me. Takes the most gangster doll with her, of course. I love it so much. Yeah, the Eaters roar and surge forward, battle erupts in an instant. Chilo stands beside the console, laughing wildly, her arms raised high as if conducting a dreadful symphony. She's such a typical anime character, like I can already envision it in my mind. The animations.
どいて行くわよ。攻撃どいて。
Amanda, you're too close to the vines. Careful. Oh, I can't click it. Don't worry about me. Just find a way to save Helena. If he gets dragged into Nirvana, everything we've done will be for nothing. Alright, got it.
Hi. デザートはいかがですか？脅威を排除する。逃がすかっての。私が終わらせる。お待たせしました。戦闘終了。脅威は全て排除しました。
Adults filled with expectations, children screaming soundlessly, and nutrients dissolving into blood. It all happens too fast, so fast that although I want to stop it, I can only stand there and watch as everything unfolds. The liquid in the pipes running in from every direction begins to surge, racing to funnel the amber nutrients into the floral pod that encases Elena. But it's a 16, man. In mere seconds, the pod swells from a human-sized translucent sphere to a colossal bud filling half the laboratory. The sepals slowly unfurl, luminous veins lighting up along the plant structure as the girl within it is lifted into the air. Ooh, cutscene. Wow. Oh, sick, man. Oof. It's literally a flower blossoming. What the hell? Is that the gateway? Bro, that's trippy, man. But cool also. Bro, what the hell is going on? Is this the Matrix? Bro, that's a Matrix 1-to-1, bro, revolutions! That looks oddly familiar too. What do these scenes look like? They're scenes from other movies or anime. Bro, that green one is like a literally copy-paste the Matrix. And I'm all for it. That's sick, man. My body sways for a moment. I nearly collapse from the vertigo in my mind. A wave of acid rises in my stomach, nausea overwhelming me. I force myself to breathe to seduce myself. A tribute. 100%. Very trippy. So did they open the gate? Like the black hole? What the hell? My consciousness was somehow displaced. That instant, I'm certain it was only an instant, felt like an eternity. I clearly remember what I saw, or so I thought, but when I try to recall it. Pain lances through my temples and nothing comes to mind. Mr. Anderson. No, I do remember. At the end of that grotesque illusion was a familiar sight. Wait, is Elena going to be like super bad now? Is that why I was able... Are we going to go from super cute lolly to super bad lolly? The laboratory ceiling is pierced by the plant, revealing a blood-red sky. Through the shattered dome, I see that the once clean and orderly streets outside have already been taken over by wildly rampaging, rapidly growing vegetation. Countless vines burst from the earth, with their branches extending at terrifying speed, greedily claiming every inch of land they can reach. So is this the Lullaby Project? Or was that... Is this it? Like, are we literally living in real time? The new shoots sprout from those branches, and at the tips bloom countless buds that unfold into blue flowers. Collapse ephyllums? No. Though strikingly similar, it was not the same, but something else, deceptively alike. Rosa steadies my shoulder. Only then I do realize that my body has been trembling non-stop since moments ago. My hand grips the gun so tightly that the pattern on its handle has been engraved into onto my palm. Wow. We're probably gonna the thing is, to probably get rid of all these flowers, we're probably gonna need a nuke. Like, we're gonna have to fight a nuke with a nuke. The dolls respond to my order immediately and open fire at the roots of the vines snaking outwards. But bullets are no match for the plant's growth. For every vine severed, more surge forth, spilling outward in all directions. A vine slithers behind me from before I even notice. Voymastina dives, tackling me aside, then raises her weapon and blasts it apart in one swift. Bro, I've seen too much hentai to see where this is kind of going. Commander, if this continues, all of Livid will be affected. I need to find a way to shut down the facility's power. And there's literally all females here too. I mean, come on, guys. You dog, what are you trying to do here? Could you send the group to... Yeah, sure. Alva withdraws at 404. The dolls cover our retreat upward, providing heavy suppressive fire as we climb, allowing us to reach the upper level safely. Above us stands Igla, with a bewildered Orphalin at her side. The grotesque image of Nirvana is reflected in Orphalin's eyes, the only color upon her pale face. Ooh. Get out of the way, you're done. It's too late now, it's finished. It's done, those. Shit's hit the fan. Naive little princess. Yeah, that's it, straight up. That's not really her fault though, I guess. That's kind of sick, man. The hands. Nobody answers. I look up at Chilovig, only to find her gazing in rapture at the hellish tableau before her. That exaggerated, nauseating smile once again on her face. Big questions. Very big questions. Who made you? That's what I want to know. Who the hell, like, if you're this sophisticated and next level thinking, to the point where you can, like, open a, like, rapture time and space and break the universe, who the hell made you? Like, how are you this ridiculously intelligent? I don't know. I mean, maybe it's like a combination of Orphalin and herself that she's able to do it, but still. I feel like this is pretty next level, like, for one character to possess.
化されるまで50年100年200年経とうとも私はもう時間に縛られない自由な存在なんだから。
Like, I feel like she's way too big of a character that they kind of just introduced randomly.
彼岸スペースに入れば聞けるのかな。セルロビグ早く、これ以上の悲劇が起きる前に。あ、呼んだ？こんなの間違ってる。早く権限を私に返して。はあ、お嬢様ね。間違ってるってどこが？こんな犠牲払うべきじゃないわ。何より私が見たものと違う。かわいそうに。この世のすべては代償が伴うんだよ。
Tilly leaps down from the platform, approaching Orphan step by step. She stops directly before her.
彼岸スペースで何を見たかなんてどうでもいいし、所詮は叶わない幻想。あんた天才なんかじゃない。
Oof.
真理を見るべきは私みたいな本物の天才。私たちの夢のために。
The future we envisioned, yeah, it's a bit of 50-50, so I can't give her all the credit.
なおかつリビウ全体を犠牲にするつもりだ。嘘でしょ。正気じゃない。しかも私まで共犯者に仕立てて。だってしょうがないじゃん。彼岸スペースに選ばれたのは祝福を受けたものなのに、私が何年も協力してようやく壁を乗り越えたくらいバカなあんたをね。
Okay, so she's pretty old too.
選ばれたのが私だったら
Like 10 years ago.
前にはリビウを焦土に変えてたの。
So she's not like a recent creation.
バカなおかげで私の思い通りに動いてくれたのも事実だしね。
What a bitch,
もっ
man.
と頭のいい誰かだったらここまでうまくいかなかったかも。有名な例え話なんだけどさ、知識は刃物。
Knowledge is like a knife, in a doctor's hands it heals, and in a butcher's hands it kills. Interesting.
あんたのような科学に敬意がないにもかかわらず、ことが済んだらロレンに生体情報と頭の中に入ってる全てを奪う。ま、その時まで生きて。下劣なペテン師が。
Before any of us can react, Igla seizes Chilvik by the collar and slams to the ground. Her body lands through gratuitously to his posture, bones snapping critically. Igla, are you serious? Did you just wake up now? Come on, man. We saw this coming a mile. How could you trust this psycho? This little shit psycho. Igla is no longer the picture of grace that she once was. With her cold mechanical hands, she clamps down on Chilivik's throat and rains punches after punch upon that. Bro, she's destroying her. Though Chilivik's features contour in agony, her lips twist into a grotesque, lopsided grin. She's like tearing her apart. Like, you're a bit of an idiot, Igla. You kind of played it. You got played too, like so easily. She's pissed, but you pissed her the hell. Like you pissed her off. A sharp crack, the connection between Chili's head and body seemed to give away. She's like literally tearing her apart. But Igla doesn't stop. She continues hammering the corpse until his face becomes an unrecognizable mess. Good zoom. And beside them, Orphalun's mouth hangs open. She seems about to scream, but no sound comes out. Because they all belong to Parrot. Yeah, I guess, but I don't know. Bro, I'd love to, this would have been like I'd love to see this in like anime form, just her being like torn apart. Hold on, wait. Behind her back. A newly regenerated Chilivik steps from the hatch, barely finishing a few words before collapsing into blood once more. Then a second, a third, a fourth, Igla drops her emptied pistol and draws another, firing toward the platform again and again. Okay, so she's like killing all the clones. Who did you do it for? Who? Who?
私のためとか言って私を言いくるめて、ジェラードの悲願を叶える道具、都合のいい私が何も知らないとでも思って、 自分が凡人なことくらい分かってる。数学の授業で居眠りしてた私がお父様に聞いても何も言わないし、ただ嬉しそうにいくらに悩みを打ち明けても、そんなことより研究に注力してくださいって言われた。やっと分かり合えたと思ったチルロビグも研究のボトルネック、私のことを今まで会ってきた中で一番の天才で、何度も研究を投げ出したくなったのに、あなたたちがでも結局はあなたたちが用意した私の意志を一度でも尊重したことある？私はただ家族や友達のいる普通の生活です。本当は天才なんかになりたくなかった。散々その肩書きでいい思いしてきたくせに虫が良すぎない？さ、わがままを言う気もない
Enough of the spot. It was a little bit spoiled Princess Tantrum, to be honest.
天才が誕生する瞬間を見ててよ。
Another Chilo steps on the hatch as if there's no end to how many times she can do this. Igla lowers her gun in despair. Seeing her surrounded, Chilovic shrugs and turns to leave. Then, as if suddenly remembering something, she pauses mid-step.
あ、そうだ。あんたにはいろいろ助けられたから、さっきのが痛くてイライラしちゃってるんだよね、私。共鳴にはあとブージャムが1体必要なんだ。
We short one Boojum.
じゃあね、イグラ。
Once you serve your purpose, who's gonna turn into it? What are you? Who are you referring to? She's talking about Orphaloo?
じゃあね、イグラ。
The instant Chilivik reaches out her hand, Eagle's body suddenly begins to convulse violently. She drops to her knees in an agony, barely managing to pop it. Oh no! Does Eagle have like a plant inside of her? Secretly. On her back, something seems to tear through her usually immaculate clothes. Oh no! Two blood-soaked skeletal frames pierce through the third gen doll's synthetic skin and extend outward. I can almost hear the frenzied sound of bones growing, bro. That's kind of sick, but also kind of... A third gen doll can do... Yeah, that's also a big question mark. The trace of Boojum cell fusion we found in sections before, could this be? Oh, maybe. There's no time to think it through. Eagle's body rapidly swells, elongates, and contorts, transforming into the massive monstrosity before me. She stretches the bloody and bony wings on her back and lets out a shrill, anguished screech. Good damn. Igla. Igla's just being on point, man. The biggest liability ever. The mutated Igla seems to be consciously struggling to control her movements, but under the grip of the transformation, all effort is futile. Her enormous body beats its wings and launches indiscriminate attacks in every direction. Caught off guard, the dolls and I are swept off our feet by the gale from her wings. I guess that rules out Igla as our future playable character. She's donezo's, man. Groza and Colgate drag me back, but the first to be caught in the shockwave is Orphaloo, who stands frozen, staring blank at everything unfolding. Voymastina charges toward Igla just before a massive wing scythes down over Orphaloo's head. She seizes the tip of its bony spur with her brute strength, but even for all her power, she can only barely hold it in place, bro. Voymastina. Let's go. The blade-like wing descends inch by inch. Voymastina's body sinks lower and lower, her frame beginning to emit the ominous creak of imminent structural failure. My bitch, let's go! Seizing the opportunity, I rush Orphaloo into safety under Groza and Colgate's covering fire. With a metallic clang, the gleaming bone spur slams them like a guillotine onto the spot where Orphaloo stood moments ago, nearly piercing straight through the platform.
解決しない。まずは生き延びて。
でも私に全部
自分を責めたい。けれどあなたは最後まであのボタンを押す。
True, technically she didn't initiate it.
コーラップス粒子は前もって集められていたし、すべてはあのネイトが仕組んだ。なぜあなたにボタンを押させることにこだわったかは分かる。 どうにかしたければ。
Technically true.
私、アルバ、状況は
404が解読を試みています。
あとどれくらいかかる？
5分です。
わかった。ボイマスティナ、正面は任せた。
Bro, the look on her face, dude.
はい
She barely says it. She's just
正
perfect.
面から敵をかく乱。コルフェンはオルフェルーネを守りつつ、作戦開始。頼んだわよ。
How can you be so perfect? The hell is this? That's a new enemy type. That's yeah, it's definitely a new enemy type. Show me. Shellcracker. Yeah, nothing too crazy.
次
はい任務了解。
ご命令を。
ご命令を。
はい任務了解。進歩は必須よ。私が終わらせる。ターミネーター
Kill
最
him.
大出力。
So overkill.
アルバ、まだ
あと少しです。待ってアルバ。このデータストリだから彼女があれだけ警告式が早い。
アルバ、アルバ、来るかい？聞こえる？グローザ、回線に異常はない？
いいえ。アルバがデータストリームと言っていた。電子戦を仕掛けられたと思う。
Just one be like wanting the entire thing while everyone else is trying to work things out. Even if Voymas's reflexes and movements push to her limits, she cannot fully withstand a wide range of. I can kind of see how they gave her a mech, because if she's fighting some otherworldly Nirvana level flower ridiculous, you know, demigod thing, then they had to give her some next level upgrade. I think. I think this is where it's going. It feels that way.
ボイマスティナ、残弾は？
マガジン2つ。
She's so calm and chill.
私にはまだ素体があります。
But I saw this frame.
グローザとコルフェンはここに残って。
待って。シルロ
I've had enough of you, Elfaloon. Step to the side, please.
絶対役に立ってみ。
中に敵が残っていたら。
悲願で見たものの中にこの事態を解決する日。せめてその可能性にかけさせて。何もできないのは。
わかった。連れて行こう。グローザ、そよか。
必要ありません。戻るまで持ちこたえます。
What a badass. Wouldn't need a squad, you have me.
わかった。グローザ、そよ風に撤退の準備をさせて。
了解。
オルフェルーネ、ついてきて。シルロビグを止めよう。
戦闘終了。脅威はすべて排除しました。
Colgate, no, Groza, can you call Monsoon squad? Voymastina, no need. Oh, we're gonna have a walk down memory lane. Let me enjoy some of this cheesecake.
数学のテスト。
きっと問題
I guess we're gonna see maybe what really went down.
お気になさらない。
でもお父様
It's young little Lolly Uwu Orphalun.
ねえウォルター、週末お父様は
Big law?
会いに来
Okay.
てくれるかしら。
Well, this must be 10 years ago.
今週は大事なパ
If I had to
ーティーに出席
imagine.
される予定です。難しいでしょう。
お父様に会いたいけど、私
Oni-chan.
のテストでいい点数取ってからの方がいいわよね。怒ってるお父様は見たくない。
そうです。
Bro, it's so cute, but smile.
お嬢様。さあ、
Boom. Bro, the sirens. Terrifying. Suddenly, a definitely alarm test with the entire scene emergency broadcast follows. This is very nice though, man. Geez, how often do you eat cheesecake? It feels like every time. Bro, I buy like a whole kind of, like a box worth, like, you know, like a one whole cake's worth, and I just eat like a slice. each day, mostly on weekends as like a treat, you know. Just on weekends. Attentional residents, this is an air raid siren. Also welcome, bro, how are you? Declared war? Yeah, so this is 10 years ago in Frankfurt. Okay, we're gonna get some juice here.
空襲警報？学校の避難訓練と同じ音だ。
Ew.
お嬢様逃げましょう。
こんな時間にどこ
Hopefully this is gonna give us a good insight into what happened.
約束したから早く寝ないと。ウォルターも多分
Because I haven't played GF once, so I totally missed... I probably missed a big chunk of it.
今はフランクフルトから出ることが先決です。最低限の荷物だけお持ちください。車を回してきます。
後でまた取りに戻れるかしら。
Miss Fosht?
大好きな模型とぬいぐるみを置いてき
Is
た
that significant? That I don't know that
お
name.
父様からもらった誕生日プレゼントなの。
シートベルトをお締めください。今は一刻を争います。
Sounds kind of familiar, Fosht. Horns blow all around.
おい、前どうなってんだ。どうしてこんな時にエストしてるのよ。頼む、乗せてくれるか。
ねえウォルター、あのおじいさんを乗せてあげようよ。
ダメです。何をしてくるか分かったものではありません。
Hmm.
ほら、しっかり座って。
Oof. Blasting Orphalin seeds a vast bloom of fire swallowing the earth. Then all sound and color vanish completely from her world. A boundless white. Not light, not snow, not a sea of clouds. It is nothingness. The girl walks forward. Searches for an exit, but there is no direction here, no space, no sense of weight.
ここはどこ？
So an explosion happened, then we're here now.
ウォルター、ねえ誰かいないの？
Orphalin begins to run, though she feels no fatigue and an inexplicable fear wells up in her heart.
もしかして私死んだの？
Is she dead, actually?
お父様、死にたくない。まだクレープも食べられてないのに。
She didn't try the delicious cheesecake yet. She reaches out, trying to grasp something. Perhaps a god hears her plea, or perhaps some supreme existence decides to bestow mercy. Where are we going, guys? What is that? What? When Orphalin opens her hands, she finds a seed resting in her palm. The seed takes root and sprouts, extending vines and leaves. Along those stretching tendrils, she sees a city. Green pulses throb through a jungle of steel, neon lights intertwine with tree branches like colored stars scattered across emerald fields. The haze before her, whether lamplight or moonlight, reflects off buildings that seem to breathe with photosynthesis. Transparent conduits carry following liquid delivering nourishment to the city. Bro, which genius thought putting white subtitles on a white backdrop would be a good idea? Then the world unfolds before her.
お前一緒に遊ぶ？誰？
Bro, is it Helena?
名前まだない。ここで暮らす人
Oh, you can think of me as a
間と思え
human
ばいい。
who lives here.
ずっと
I've stayed here for far too long.
だから
Bro, are we hanging out with like the Celestials now? Like, what the hell is going on?
一緒に遊ぶ？
Or do we end up in like a daycare center? I don't even know anymore.
ここはどこなの？天国
There's probably something like
みたい
heaven.
な？
I don't. This is kind of crazy, boys.
嘘でしょ？天国は
I don't know if it's like ridiculously far-fetched or if there's more like that needs to be explained. Is where dead people go. The girl lets out a soft giggle, awful and doesn't understand what's so funny, but she straightens her back, unwilling to be looked down upon.
お父様もきっと私を
Get
待ってる。
ICBM'd. What are you saying? And the father's still waiting for me to come home.
早く安心させないと。大丈夫。ここ時間止まってる。遊んでくれたら帰らせる。いい？
Wait, no, like,
じゃあ
is Helena meant to be an angel? I swear to
クレー
God,
プ
dude.
屋さんに連れて行ってくれる？クレープ？知らないの？
Kurebu.
甘くて中にクリームが。
Some cheesecake as well. The girl shakes her head in confusion.
せっかく真理に触れられるの
You've been granted the chance to enter here, the chance to touch truth.
本当に
And all you want is crepes? Hopefully it tilts her head thinking for a moment. And can you make me pass my math exam? I guess it's trying to like show how innocent she
お
is.
父様を怒らせずに済むわ。
That way when I see father next time I won't make him angry again. Oh.
それがそんなに
It's that important to you, I promise I'll do that.
数学は確かすべて
Fundamental rule, isn't it?
これからはもう点数
Ah,
にしな
okay.
くていい。
She blesses her with like next level intelligence.
数学がわかったらいつ
You
かまた
master mathematics, perhaps one day you can return here.
その時
And
は
then we'll play together again. Bro, this is... What the hell is going on? How are we just chilling in heaven, man? Where is this writing going? After some unknown length of time, my family voices sound near her ears. I can't tell. I don't know if this is ridiculous or... I'm hanging on. I'm hanging tight. But it kind of feels a bit like, where are we going with this story right now? Is Jesus going to come in and be like, hey guys, what's going on? Yep. It was actually me that came up with the collapse ancient relics. Yeah. Remember that? Remember how I said I was going to come back? Yeah, I'm actually back. We're going to have a holy war now. And then we're all going to go and hang out with God. Once the world comes to an end. Thank you. This one's still alive. Get the door. Anxious doll. Cheerful doll. Alright, I'm on it. Don't worry, we've got you.
ミサイルが直撃したのに生き残るとは。
Wolfie cannot be dumb AF, but celestially gifted. I get that, apparently. It's a miracle that area took a minute, literally everyone else died.
同乗していた運転手含め、あの場にいた人間は全滅した。この子だけ。
Bro, is this actually what's happening?
ようがない。
さっきまで綺麗な場所にいたのに夢？
I can't believe we went there.
すごく時間が経った気がする。オルタ。
That by the way, that's placing like a lot of significance on this character.
お父様。
またオルフェルーネがいた
Like literally the chosen one or something. No, it's in fact more complicated. I hope so. I mean, okay, all right. I'm holding on, bro. I'm hanging tight.
ほぼ満点
Yeah, and then now it's going through like her years,
くそこのままだと俺の推薦
and she's like just
何もかもめちゃくちゃだよ
demolishing all her studies.
あれあんたオルフェルーネと仲良く
誰があんなお高く泊まってるお嬢様と。もうすっかり学校の代表面してやがる。
そうね。住んでる世界が違うし。
Okay, and so as a result, she was bullied, had no friends.
何よ。
Uwu.
友達なんか。
Ah.
私はただ。
Ah. Ah, yeah, yeah.
ホプキンズ大学に飛び入学しました。
And like dad probably doesn't give a shit.
よくやった。
Is that so well done?
さすが私の娘。
Maybe he does.
一緒にお祝いしてくれませんか？お父様と行きたい場所がたくさんあるんです。
私は忙しい。
I'm very busy. I don't have time for. Ah, bro. No, man. Don't play with my feelings, bro.
出席してもいい。
Childhood trauma.
ありがとうございます。
Making me feel bad for Orphalune.
そうだな。その時はいくつかのメディアを呼んで取材してもらう。ジラードグループ。
Bro, if they introduce like a creepy uncle, I'm done.
私の娘が若くしてホプキンズ大学に入学できた。
I'm donezo's. I can only handle so much trauma.
そういえば、専攻分野は決まったか？
はい。志望は。
ジラードグループの
Too cute though, I can't.
ならばお前もその
Biotechnology.
卒業後はグループ傘下の実験室に入り、中心的な存在になれれば。
でも。
オルフェルーネ、失望させる。
はい。お父様のご期待に。
どうして植物学なんてマイナーな分野を選んだんだい？君ほどのポテンシャルがあれば。
だって植物って面白いじゃないですか。それに
I reckon, like I said before, in part 1.5, I reckon they're gonna set her up to be like a significant character, like throughout the rest of the story.
私の才能で植物学科を
Like
引っ張っていきます。
Kalina or something. Like we're gonna watch her grow and this and that, and she's gonna go through some stuff. Maybe we're gonna have contact. I don't know. I feel like she's way too significant at this point, especially with like the way they're kind of building her up. I feel like she's gonna be like a consistent main big deal character. Maybe, I don't know. That's the vibe I'm getting.
有名になっても先生のことは忘れるなよ。
もちろんです。
Well, I did see like a thing on Reddit where it's like the thing with scientists in Girls Frontline Universe, they either end up dead or like something crazy happens.
あの時見た緑に覆われた世
Perfect
界
green world.
放射線も戦火もなく平和を謳歌できる理想のそうなれば
I mean, her intentions are
私
legit,
は全人類に認め全てを
especially if she did see quote unquote heaven. And maybe like the divines blessed her. I mean, I kind of see that actually. Like, if you're living in a war rampaged world, post-apocalyptic, red zones, yellow zones, radiation everywhere, I can kind of see maybe like the divines intervening and be like, hey, we want to restore humanity back to its better self. And so we're going to pick you, Orphalune, and bless you with this knowledge that can clean up all the radiation and bring back the world to its former habitable, peaceful, serene something something. I can kind of see that maybe.
やった。さすがお嬢様。
It's like turning over a new leaf, entering a new cycle, post-war.
研究テーマもアプローチ。
She may have been annoying, but she really is not that bad of a character. It's just the annoying writing, like the whole coffee, bro. Yeah, I think minus that coffee stuff, she's not bad. She's not bad. I don't hate it.
当然私の言う通りにすれば成功は約束されたもの。
But there is like a pretty heavy kind of like they are pumping out like a lot of juice for her.
オルフェルーネさん、失礼します。チルロビグという方
I
が
hopefully it pays off.
お会いしたいとおっしゃっていますが、
チルロビグ？ああ、私の論文を読んで。
Scientist.
まあいいわ。今日は気分がいいし。
She's a little bit stuck up though.
チルロビグ、さっき言った理論、もう一度おさらいしてくれる？私の構想に必要なあのやり方は安全なの？ゲノム編集ね。 私が使ってるのは国際的に認められたクリスパーシステムだから安全面は大丈夫だよ。そうすれば成長時に放射線を吸収して開花と同時にエネルギーを放出する仕組み。わかったわ。けれど今度は何
I'm just trying to mentally kind of see how she kind of plays into it. Because if you're already gifted,
でもやっぱりリスクはあるんじゃないかしら。何か問題が起きた
then why would you need her? Like, what's her? How does she? I'm just trying to like understand the connection, like writing wise.
誰の心配してんの？いや、大丈夫だって。何か問題が起きても、あんたの頭脳にかかれば簡単でしょ？
Yeah, I suppose like she's a genius, but she's not like AI level genius. So I guess because her brain's capped, being human, so that's where she comes in and uncaps it. No, I'm just thinking about in like the whole grand scheme of the whole her entering heaven and stuff. Like the convenience of it, you know what I mean? True. I guess also because she's still very kind of mysterious. We don't know who or what the hell she is, or where she's from. I think that also doesn't really kind of help give it some kind of ground it a bit. And those lots of things ended up needing sacrifices. Orphe is not gonna even think about using humans as fuel. As not true, yeah. But that's probably why everything went to shit, because she got involved. If they had just left it to her, she probably wouldn't use humans and have it be corrupt the way it was, right? Like, unless it's a case of like the means justify the ends or something. I don't know.
私の指定する行動、私の意思で実験を中止できるように。ダメ。
I guess she's kind of like laying down the rules.
わかったよ。言われた通りにすればいいんです。
I guess so it doesn't get, you know, bad.
ありがとう。じゃ、大体の方針も決まったところで。
Project, the Lullaby Project. Project 8, like, never mind. How does that sound? Project Eden? Splendid name. Yeah, okay, I see. So basically what they're trying to tell us is that Orphe was legit. She wanted to create paradise world, and then she came along and messed it up. TLDR. This is what they're trying to show us. Until someone arises and plucks the forbidden fruit from the tree. Chilovik Satan confirmed. Okay, bro, we're having a whole lot of like religious connotations here, boys. Is Helena meant to be the angel giving the, you know, the positive vibes and the positive motives, and then Chilo's Satan coming in and corrupting it with like the whispers and the temptations? What are you doing, bro? I cut down the scattered eels along the way and bring Orphe into the depths of Chilo's laboratory. Genius in a specific field, she asks for math knowledge and uses it to focus on plant knowledge. Doesn't mean she has good knowledge of genetics, for example. Okay, right. I think that's why they tried to portray her. In her, she's kind of dumb and childlike and cannot even use a coffee machine. She's literally only gifted in maths. Okay. I mean, that's still ultra specific. So what are they trying to say? That she's a genius, but she's not a genius in the right area, therefore can be... Like, she's a genius, but she's kind of handicapped genius? Therefore she can be manipulated and used? Is that what they're trying to... I'm just trying to understand, like, what are they trying to tell me as the reader? Yeah, we're back to Commander. Okay, we're back to Commander.
データストリームにやられてフリーズしたか。
どうすれば。
以前ここに来たことは
ないわ。いつももう一つの実験室。あっちは設備がシンプルで規模。でもよく見たら似ていや、レイアウト的にええ、やっぱり全部あそこのポットから発生した生態で。
Not to mention, yeah, like freaking Chilo created something from nothing. Wait, yeah, if she created Helena, wasn't Helena in heaven? In the heaven place? But then Nito said she created Helena from nothing? I don't know, dude. What the fuck? It's my brain right now, dude. Too many questions.
そうよ。私が一番最初にやった。
アルバたちの
Like an original experiment.
バイオポットと設備を切り離せば。
The flowers, like, I think the flowers are somehow severing the connections between the dolls or something. Like an EMP. Your brain will only get more pain, bro. The inner depths of the lab feel like a completely different space from what I saw before. Plants and vines enclose the area in deliberate patterns. Countless strange and vividly colored species I have never seen before wrap around the entire chamber as though obeying some unseen law. At this moment, their leaves sway rhythmically like a heartbeat as if responding to an invisible command. A massive experimental platform is crowded with instruments and culture vessels. From each device extends a tube, all leading towards some glowing object deeper within the lab. I follow the direction of the tubes with my eyes, but the lighting here is dim and the thick cores of vines make it impossible to see what that object truly is. The data scroll continuously across the wall mounted displays like the readout of some monitoring apparatus. As Orphalun studies the lines of code like text, her face suddenly drains of color. No, that's impossible. What is it now, dude? Before there's an answer, she pushes aside the massive vines and runs towards the glowing point. We step into a room woven entirely from vines. As its center stands a biological containment tank. Suspended within its translucent solution floats something the size of a fist. A living brain. It releases faint blue currents of electricity, slowly as though transmitting data into the instruments connected to it. A living brain, okay. Alright, buckle up, boys. An indescribable sense of nausea overcomes me. Its surface is not the grey-white of human tissue, but a sickly blue-green, as though moss grows across it. The moss-like growth embeds itself between the folds. That's to be good. The brain in some unnatural way. The brain seems to rise slowly in the liquid, yet when I focus on it, it appears motionless. Turn their own brain into the laboratory's data processing center, so that Nito's body is nothing more than her shell. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. This brain is her true form. Well, it had to be something like that. Either her, like, neural cloud backup, air tech, I don't know. None of these I've had before, no matter how strong, were like Chilovig. They were also much sexier too, from what I've seen. Yeah, someone like Chilovig isn't unique. Or rather, there are many like her in this world. They sell their souls in exchange for immortality. Really? I thought it was the other way. I thought they were captured victims. Maybe it's a bit of both, and willingly fall into corruption. But I think if we destroy their brains inside the tank, we can kill her for good. I highly doubt that. I empty the entire magazine into the glass container. The tank doesn't shatter, it doesn't even crack. Yeah, you'd think they'd make it that easy. A violent agony strikes as if piercing my soul. The brilliant light radiating from the brain seems to burn through my skin. The glare blinds me. I try to lift my hand, but my body no longer obeys. Seeing my pain, Orphalin grabs my other arm tightly. With great difficulty, Orphelin steps in front of me. The light inflicts the same unbearable pain upon her. Step by step, she walks into the radiance behind her. My pain lessens slightly, but a voice seems to echo in my ears. You must not come this way. You still have things you must accomplish. Breathing becomes harder. My vision blurs. Something contradicts steadily, dragging my consciousness somewhere unknown. In my goddamn flashbang. In my final awareness, I see Orphelin swallowed entirely by the light, vanishing into the void. The pain fades, and so does my consciousness. Bro, what is happening, bro? We're crossing so many boundaries. I can't. The brain is such a wondrous thing. And the more you stimulate it, the higher its threshold becomes, until eventually no stimulus can provoke it at all. Did she create like a next level multi-dimensional brain, just like me now? Livig rolls up her sleeves, showing arms covered in scars. So the emo cuts herself. Oh wait, this is the past, I think, which is why Dr. William, I want to experience... Isn't William like the top G of Paradise? A fairly important tidbit to know, M4, the doll from GFL1, is in Nirvana and Lunacia. M4, the doll from is in Nirvana and Lunacia. He's in Nirvana. But what the hell is Nirvana, bro? Okay, so top G of Paradise. Here we go, boys. I want to know the faint tremor carried by neurons before death. Serenity and transience are brought by endorphins at the moment of death. It's like, it's getting really, like, usually really good animes do this, where they get into like super sophisticated next level, like, theological, philosophical exploration of ideas and thoughts. There's a few great animes that do this. I feel like this is kind of going in that territory, like Evangelion, Serial Experiments Lane. There was another one. There's a few of them. God damn it, what was it called? There's some like really good animes that kind of explore like next level, you know, beyond life stuff. I feel like this is kind of where it's going with that. Bro, I can't keep up. My brain's wandering. I'm having like so many like intrusive thoughts. I'm struggling to follow. Like, I just need a minute to like sit down and like process all this. Okay. There's only theories. My headcanon is that it's digital and not an actual place. Otherwise, how the hell did a doll get there? That's an interesting idea. Like a heaven for like Deus Ex Machina. Is that what you're saying, bro? Maybe like that level, like that territory. That could be cool. I'm down for that. Maybe humans can get there too, it seems though. Well, the implication is that consciousness as a whole is not unique to humans, but dolls too. Now we're getting into deep, very deep territories, bro. Like, what is consciousness? That's proper science fiction level of exploration, though. Which I'm down for. So we're kind of seeing, getting some backstory into Chilivig. Okay. Subarashi. Okay, so they kind of, she's experimenting with death and what happens after death, because she can kind of come back.
私は新しい科学を築き上げる。
Something.
さあ
Yeah.
美な死の世界へ。
So she shoots herself.
彼岸スペース？何それ？
生と死が集まる場所だよ。
So Nirvana is a place where life and death converge.
そこには君が興味を持つ。
There will be many things there that interest you.
君は本物
You are a true genius. I believe you can find your way there.
おや
Oh yeah.
よく知ってるみたいだね。で、どうして私に彼岸スペースに行かせたいわけ？
Yeah, why don't you go?
私には私
I have my own reasons.
嫌なら他
You refuse, I can find someone else.
やだな。
手に負えないことに好奇心を向ける
Hmm.
はいはい。で、
な。鍵は私が見つけ出す。だがそこへ行く道は君自身で探さなければ。そのためにも君
誰？
かつて
Someone who has been the okay.
やっ
Hmm.
やっと来られた。ここが
So that's how she hooked up with Orphalune. But how does he know that anyway? How does he know that Orphalune? Like, how does anyone outside of Orphalune know that she experienced Nirvana? Explain that shit to me. Did she go and like publish it on like the global news?
10年も費やしてきた。
I reached the convergence of life and death after 10 whole years.
なんて素晴らしい。脳を洗われている感じがする。
The world around it suddenly distorts, twists, and loses its original shape, then it recombines in an entirely new and strange landscape. Her senses blank out like a television without signal. After some time, new perceptions awaken. She can see the sound of the springs, hear the color of the world, and reach out to such thoughts she had never imagined. I feel like Nirvana is a simulation, bro. So this is Nirvana.
いい。実にいい。
Or like, kind of like the Matrix. I mean, I know I keep making this reference, but you know how the Matrix is like this next level virtual world that feels so real or something? I don't know. Maybe that's where they go when they die, but she somehow, I don't know. I don't know, my brain's leaking out of my ears. My mouth, when I leave here, I'll write 5 entry papers describing my experiences. Cause she can die. Okay, hold on. I think I got it. Cause she can die and keep coming back. When she dies, that period before she comes back, she's taking notes on. She's experimenting on that convergence of life and death, that period where she's dead. She's like somehow conscious of it and is taking notes of what's happening. Like she's able to capture that moment where she's dead for like, I don't know, for like a brief amount of time or something. But she's not actually dead. And then she comes back and then writes her findings.
なるほど。ここはあくまでも
I think.
どうなってるんだろう。楽しみ。
It's gotta be some like consciousness,
あなたに入る
afterlife, death experience. You have no right to enter. A girl in a long dress stands there, her gaze cold and hollow.
あんた、
Who are you?
あなたにそれを知る必要はない。
You do not need to know. Hold on, this voice sounds
ここから離れなさい。
not Helena.
は？
So the big fails to realize what stands before her. Besides, because outside actors know quite a lot about Nirvana, like Gene K and Parodies, she survived the direct pistol and suddenly changed. They knew. So it's a pretty well-known thing. She stubbornly steps forward closer and closer to the gate. But the distance does not shorten in the slightest.
どういうこと？早く私を中に入れてよ。きっと面白いものがたくさんあるんだから。ずっと待ってたんだよ。私は本物の天才なんだ。あのなんちゃって天才の世間知らずと違って、この中にある生と死の真理を少しでも覗くことができたら。知識とは呪い。
True. Ignorance is bliss.
才能とは呪い。 なたはあなたが見下しているオルフェルーネにすら劣っている。
Hey, she sounds kind of hot.
冗談じゃない。私はあの子をいいように利用してやっとここまでたどり着いた。
Is this current? I don't know. What, is this after the whole plant thing came out, or is this the past? I don't know. I think this is the past. I don't know.
そうね。あなたは自分の運命を覗こうと思った瞬間から、あなたのしてきたことはすべて資格を失った。私はすでに永遠の命を手に入れた。この世界の誰にもできないことを成し遂げた。
I am immortal now.
だってね、答えてよ。あなたに永遠の命などない。あなそんなわけ。私のやってきたことがバカな。
This is deep, bro. Some deep sci-fi stuff.
まだだ。今回はたまたま失敗しただけ。私には永遠の命がある。まだまだまだまだまだまだまだ
まだまだ。
そうだよ。この程度の失敗を気にする必要なんてない。
I don't know if that's quite right, but I don't want to spoil more of Jiffle and Risk Collapse. That's fine, bro. I'm just thinking out loud mostly. And trying to like piece it together in my mind.
なんであんたがどうやってここに。ここは私が見つけたんだ。あんたみたいなバカが来ていい場所じゃない。この場所見える。
You're here now? I can't. I don't know, dude.
なんで
Can't tell when this is.
なんでまたあんただけ。
Is this current time?
なるほど。そういうことだったのね。あなたは私から遺跡の知識を盗んで。
He stole the knowledge I obtained from the relics to open this path.
だから当然私にも入る資格がある。くだらない願いを叶えるために無数の命を奪った罪を私にかぶせた。唯一私を止めようとした人も殺そうとしている。だから私は全てを取り返す。
I brought my brain. It's okay. This is the next level. They're doing some crazy stuff here, which is great. They're taking dare I say they're taking some massive risks. I just can't help but think it's all just gonna lead back to the commander. Like the commanders, the alpha and the omega, the beginning and the end. It was all you, command. You are the key to the gates. I don't know, like something stupid like that. I swear to God. The commander's actually God. Okay, so Voymastina and Igla duking it out. I mean, what I think someone else said, but I wasn't looking at the time. It's very confusing and maybe not fully explained, so I don't think they're gonna give it to us straight anyways. They're gonna tease it for sure, and it's probably gonna be another big kind of event chapter where maybe we get slightly better understanding. I don't think they're gonna like mouth feed us. I think it's intentional, definitely. Like, we're not supposed to necessarily know what the hell's going on, but you still can't help but wonder. At crosses the warning, Voymastina leaps up, putting grabs onto Igla's razor beam, perhaps because she still lacks precise control over this body. The mutated third-gen doll's massive hand sweeps through the spot where Voymastina had been, grasping nothing but her. But Igla clearly senses something clinging to the edge where bone and flesh meet her wing. With a casual shake, she flings Voymastina straight into the glass wall behind her. The reinforced glass shatters under the impact of Voymastina's heavy frame. Her body and shards fly backward together, tumbling across the bottom floor. Yep.
わざとやったんです。このままだとボイマスティナさんが。
There's just a lot of like combat, basically. Bro, just animate this stuff, man. How hard could it get? Like how expensive could it be? Even like just 2D animations, just JPEGs. How hard could that be, honestly? Like in between the dialogue, just have like little cool, like just JPEG action scenes and then back to dialogue. Like a comic book or something, you know? A manga, I should say.
間に合わないわ。力ずくでこじ開ける。はい。ボイマスティナさん、ドア右 1.5 メートルの場所に持ちこたえられ。
問題ない。
The defies an imposing build, slipping aside once more. It'd be so cool to like see as well. Just before the explosion, a faint sound comes from beneath Voymastina's foot. Unknowingly, she has been driven back to the very crater she created earlier. A loose chunk of bricks rolls underfoot, and in a cautious retreat, she steps on it. Nicholas' hand suddenly stops searching. Bro, she's just 1v1ing this like creature. This behemoth monstrosity. What an absolute unit. It's fine, reinforcements are almost here. She's so chill. Colgate, bust out some heals, man. I think 3D is normally cheaper than 2D, but yeah, I wish there was more like ZZS comics, 3D and 2D, and instead of 2D sprites, how often like 3D models. Yeah, like they even, yeah, true, ZZZ does have like the comic moments, I do remember that, a little bit of that playing it. Like whatever's cheaper, dude, just, I don't know, just have something, you know, different. It can't be that expensive, especially for a bloody gacha company game. The Disney doll has already been deployed, but you can substitute her if you already obtained her. What? Story preset dolls? Certain dolls require a specific doll to be. Battles require, but commanders who have already acquired these constants by default. What the hell is this? Mandatory? Mandatory my nuts, dude. What do you mean? Like it matters. Just in case.
逃げられる。エンジン起動。さっさと倒れたらどうだ。
任務了解。逃げられると思う。行くわよ。はい。
Just for the action scenes, you know, like, I don't see how difficult or even expensive it'd be to just have anything, bro.
さっさと倒れたらどうだ。
Where we can kind of view it instead of reading it.
任務了解。
That might be one of my feedbacks for this
逃げられると思う。
survey.
はい。私がやる。
エンジン起動。
ターゲット確認。
Target to Kakeni.
エンジン起動。
了解しました。
エンジン起動。
They are required, so just move your copy into that spot to switch them to put yours. They'll just need to be there and press this for people that may not have leveled. Okay, sure. Undergrawlers covering Fire, Colgate, and Voymastina break through the encirclement. The three regroup atop the platform. Even though Voymastina ammunition is exhausted, she remains unstoppable with melee weapons and hand-to-hand combat. Badass. But the frenzied eagle is not something the three of them can handle lightly. Having lost 2 fingers to Voymastina's gunfight, Eagle roars as she destroys everything around her. Brick and debris ran down in showers. I'm glad they totally, like, they did a really good job with kind of showcasing how strong Voymastina is. I'm glad they didn't botch that. Like, they did a really good job showing just how much of an absolute gangster she is. The hell was that? Yeah. There, just go. It's so stupid, bro. It just disappears underneath the frame. Like, you can animate that, but you can't give me like a... Okay, dude. Because someone literally had to go and animate it out of the frame, bro. Oh, god damn it. It's like, senior leader, can we animate some of these combat scenes? The best I can do with it. Ah! Oh! Let's go. So she's fighting Eagle right now, okay. Hell yeah. Let's go. Bro, where did it come from? Where did the mech come from? Voymastina committed crackles of the... It's over now, boys. It's GG's now. Oh, here we go. How was the Voymastina? Not bad, right? Ooh, we got a full Voymastina mech JPEG. Let's go. Took your sweet time, Kevin. Well, sorry. Freaking Kevin. It's Nell's first time building something like this, so she wasn't exactly quick about it, Nell. Anyway, make good use of Dr. Shaw's final legacy. Good time. Voymastina secures the powered armor around herself, engaging the thrusters mounted on it. She dives rapidly downward and catches Colgate by the arm with a light swing. She hurls Colney back on the platform. Not yet. Bro, we've got a mech now. We don't need anyone else. Monsoon's. You came after it's all done and dusted. Just get out of my way. Activates the scanner on her powered armor. It synchronizes perfectly with the Wolf Eye system within her frame, pushing it to maximum output noise. This is the invention. Okay, here we go. This is the invention of Samantha Shaw, the creator of Task Force Defy. Wait, what? Samantha Shaw made Defy, like the dolls, the frames. Through the Wolf Eye system, Voymastina clearly sees every vein and blood vessel coursing through Eagle's massive body of flesh. She sees bodily fluids flowing quietly with him, and beneath the enormous outer shell, she sees a true form hidden inside. So is Samantha Shaw like another next level scientist? Like Persica and stuff? Wasted all the money so Yuzong could ogle all the cosplayers on 100%, bro. He's cosplayer escorts for sure. And cocaine. The true form is in there. Bro, it looks sick, man. I'm glad they made a 2D thing of this. Looks badass from this like angle. If I'll get close and kill one inside, you just need to destroy a visual system.
もちろんコルフェそれからそよ風のみんなイグラの資格を潰してボイマ作戦開始
That's badass. Oof. Look at the music as well. The hype music. Oh, mandatory right again. Bro, what have they done to... Bro, the bustage on Igla though, good man. That's some... Alrighty. Oh, they give you like a Voymastina, okay. It's a good thing I've got my own one. I can have 6. I don't think I'm gonna need anyone else. Okay, I'll go there. Okay, I'll make sure I protect the command. Alright, you go to the left. Make sure you're covering fire. Boom, everything just dies. Are these collapse crystals? Shaw was a hardcore military scientist. Based. When she made the Defy, based. And she made his mech, based. Survive another 3 turns, we just... Okay. Thus she made this like thick mech, right? Oh, I think we have to break these crystals. I think that's the strat. Nice.
エンジン起動。ターミネーター最大出
I mean,
力。ご命令を。
Kawa doesn't benefit me, so I'm just gonna
大
chill
変
there.
でございます。横たわれば楽器、立てれば兵器。はい。任務了解。タクティカルモード起動。
I think he damaged her. Nice. I think I got all the crystals.
リミッター開始。逃がしたっての。私が終わらせる。はい。
エンジン起動。逃げられるぞ。エンジン起動。さっさと倒れたらどうだ。
ここです。
I should probably read the bloody thing, but I think we just have to survive another turn. I don't think it's both. Yeah.
Voymastina, 上。
Yeah, thank you. Gosh, it's massive. English tree bodies dragged out from Vaughn's shovel and found to be on the bolt, soaked frame of the third general crashed the violent phone. Mm.
いや、まだ私は。
各員警戒態勢。
Hmm.
追いますか。
Yeah, someone shut her down and took
ま
her.
だ中にいるわ。先に指揮官を助けましょう。
Okay, interesting.
あんたを守る約束、嘘じゃなかったでしょ。
So, Igla will be back. That's not the end of Igla. Where are we now?
Sensei. Sensei? またお出かけ？先生がいないと一人じゃつまらない。
This must be like the Heaven Nirvana place. Very nice. Okay, so this is this is like the entrance, and the entrance is that manor, I think. Laboratory, never mind. Oh, teacher. Who's this teacher?
お前一緒に遊ぶ？誰？
Okay, so this is Orphelin's point of view from when she got blasted, I think.
名前まだない。ここで暮らす人間と思えばいい。ずっと一人ぼっちだった。だから友達。一緒に遊ぶ？つまりこの世界にはクレープする。
Yeah, okay, so this is her point of view.
でも見たことあるだけなんて。
And someone's teaching you about the world and stuff. It's so weird, man. Before she goes into the world?
私楽しかった。本当にうちに来なくていいの？クレープすらない世界なのに。ダメ。私がここを出たらお前帰れない。あの夢みたいにお前の死を本当のことにしちゃ。会わない方がいい。私のオルフェルーネ。また夢。
She has to return to the command as quickly as possible. Oh wait, I think this must be where she is when after the flower blossomed and like opened the gates, like in the whole sky opened up into like the void. I think she's in this consciousness where she's asleep.
だから私は全てを取り返す。ありえない。彼岸スペースはもう開いた。死んだ奴らも無駄よ。 この場所は私のルールで動く。あなたはただの侵入者。
So is she the architect now?
何をする気？
全部終わらせて世界を元に戻す。あなたが触れてはいけなかった
Paradox.
永遠の命も含め
Immortality.
永遠の命。
I think they're all in that big white flower that came out. I don't know.
あんたはカビラ実験の実験体ヘレナ。ありえない。あんたはもう鍵として
Consumed as a kid. How can you still be here?
相変わらずお前大人になった。
And she remembers her? Bro, what the...
なるほど。あの時あなたがいたから。ごめんなさい。あなたにひどいことをしてしま。何のことかわからないけど、それにヘレナもなんか楽しかった。私がいるから、あの子がいるから。シルロビグ、あなたは代価を支払わずに死を体験しようとした。今のあなたが得たのは偽りの死と不完全な永遠の命。
誰があんたにそんなことを。
言ったはずよ。あなたは私の知識を盗んだ。だからあなたは私の前で全てをさらけ出したもと。今のあなたは私が自分の手で編集した発言した性質を見ただけでコードの詳細がはっきりと目に浮かぶ。この感覚わかるでしょ。
Orphalin smiles at her. Chilivik knows she's referring to her creation. Her judgment.
待たせちゃってごめんね。今度は私があなたを送る。
Time it's my turn to send you home.
一緒に来てよ。一緒にクレープを食べよう。ヘレナ、分かっているでしょ。10年前
10 years ago, I saw what I should not have seen. I was never meant to leave this place.
ここから出るべきではなかった。でもあなたのおか
But
げで
because of you, I became blessed, the fortunate one who was allowed to return. So she was meant to die,
あの時の私の罪は
but Helena said
あ
no.
なたが背負ってくれた。わからないよ。大丈夫。今のあなたはただあなたの声が聞こえ、すべてが一つに戻った時、きっとわかるようになる。その時はあの人を守って。それが未来を紡ぎ続ける唯一の方法。一緒に行かない？私は本当の未来を見てしまった。さあ、行って。
Oh man, I thought we were gonna handball it out of the story.
全部指揮官に教える。お前のこと、みんな。
So Orphalun's in this place, and we're sending Helena back to our world. And she'll forget everything that has happened. This is not the real world. But that is fine. As someone who's committed such grave sin, she does not deserve to be remembered.
何すんの？怖がらないで。永遠の命でもこの悲願と現実の狭間でなら叶えられる。あなたも祝福を受けたかったんじゃないの？
Like, is she like exalted now? What the hell is happening, bro?
ここに残る個室
She like running the show now?
一人だけで十分。
Only one sacred land needs to remain here.
ただ かが必要よ。これは祝福を受けた者が誰しも通る。さあ。やだ。
You just cut it threw her into like nothingness. Oh yeah, the brain thing. What happened with the brain?
どうしてここに。ここに来る途中、ここを覆っていたツタが消えていったから、そのまま装置を破壊してヘレナを助け出したわ。
The vines disappearing. Has not okay. It has fallen to the ground and shattered. The brain is slowly necrotizing and turning black after being exposed to the air. Unless that was Chilo's consciousness that was in that void place, because if her brain's here. Oh, I don't know, bro, it's exhausting. Nice.
よかった。ここはもうすぐ崩れるわ。いや、待って。
申し訳ありません。
でも、オルフェルーネは
指揮官。そのオルフェルーネって一体誰のことなの？
Wait a minute, don't you dare pull this shit on me. This orphan you mentioned, who exactly is that?
何？
I look at Rosalind confusing. She has been at my side ever since we entered. There's no way she would. Bro, did I just wipe her from existence and the timeline of this? No, dude, don't pull that crap on me. Like they altered time and space and completely removed her from this timeline or something? As though she never existed? Wait, did they make it so that when she died in that in the car explosion, she never came back? And so they altered the timeline, therefore affecting the future or something? I don't know, dude. I have no memory of that name at all. I think that's what happened. Like when she died, she actually died for real, and never came back. And therefore never did. And therefore never had all that research and like her whole life never happened. You actually nailed it? Are you serious? But that only gives me more questions though. So none of it was all just a dream? Like, huh? Wait, so then in that... Okay, so when we're in that white place and we saw Helena in the heaven place, she stayed there instead of coming back. Like, and had like one nice final moment together or something. But somehow the events continued. Yeah, that's like another big question mark that was on my mind. Because then if she didn't exist, then none of this should have happened. Like, we shouldn't be here. Like, this laboratory probably shouldn't exist. Bro, I need like one of those YouTubers to just give me like a rundown of like, yours Frontline 2, Corposant explained. Like in one big package for me to like digest. And now they think Commander's crazy. But only the Commander knows of her existence. Bro, what an absolute unit. She's like a space marine, dude. Oh. They're gonna think she's the Lulu.
無茶な頼みなのは分かっているけど。
わかりました。
みんな指揮官のために時間を稼いで息袋は真下8時方向の廊下と 二次方向の実験室からやってくる。一匹たりとも。
Exactly. Timelines are important in this universe, and this phenomenon is not new and is documented by Paradise and G and K. GFL and String Theory have a lot in common. That's not a joke. Lol. I don't think there is one. Anyways, I gotta go. I'll watch the rest of the VOD. No worries, bro. Thanks for coming, man. I think towards the end, anyways. I think there's only a little bit left. Bro, the moment you start playing with like time, things get really like I don't know. I think it gets crazy. Timelines and stuff. That's when you really need to buckle up. Especially if it's not handled particularly well, it can be an absolute nightmare. Unless you're I'm trying to think of his name. Unless you're Christopher Nolan and you can execute time-based like storytelling and writing, like different you know like timelines and Inception, Interstellar, and execute it really well. Playing with time is, I don't know, I feel like it's a little bit dangerous because it could easily get really convoluted or ridiculous. It's even nonsensical, I want to say. I mean, look, I'm down for the risk taking. I'm down for it. It's just I hope they can kind of, I don't know, hopefully they make it worthwhile. Yes, it's impossible to find law synopsis for a game that has more history than some historical events. Is this like George R.R. Martin or Tolkien level of world building and writing? Like, what's going on here? Say less.
Voymastina, 大丈夫？
左側の四角モジュールが。
Yeah.
グローザ、こっちの支援に回れる？
あと50メートル上へ来てもらえれば。
指揮官、協力してほしいことがある。
もちろん。
四角モジュールと射撃補助しなので、そのための目になってください。
目？
はい。
私に務まるの？
信じています。
実験室の方向方位000。
There's a whole lot of just action
2
scenes.
階デッキ方位210、真下垂直線から左前方間に合わない。
Just us
あと少しよ。
us trying to get out.
アルバ、指揮官を。
Fallen influence held me out of the alien infested laboratory.
指揮官
What a unit.
Voymastina!
She'll be fine. She'll be right. Don't you worry.
いつでもボイマスティナを助けられるように。
If there's one doll I have absolute faith in, it's Voymastina. Nah, she's not. She ain't going nowhere.
Voymastina。
指揮官、もう息袋が地上まで出ていかないように実験室を爆破しなければいけませんでした。
Bro, just stop it.
先に指揮官を安全な場所に送るしか。
これで
How can someone be so
パラダイ
badass?
スの悪行を証明できる証拠がなくなったわね。
Oh yeah, naturally.
大丈夫です。あなたが生きていることが一番の証拠になります。
でも
私たちを信じてください。まだ遺跡を止めるために頑張っている人がいます。
Mm.
それってもしかしてミッシャ
Misha? New character unlocked?
それならなぜ保安局を離れたと言っているの？
Who the hell's Misha?
名義上、私たちは確かにもう政府に所属していません。指揮官と同じように、私たちも契約を受け入れた身です。今の反逆正体は、もうただの特殊部隊ではありません。この10年間、私たちはずっと
New name, a new meaning for that name.
詳細を教えるわけにはいかない。
Okay, interesting. Some defy law expanding.
反逆という名前の意味も含めて、
Oh, okay, alright, I'm down for this.
少し話しすぎま
Paving
した。
way for some extra juice.
本題に
Defy
戻りまし
juice.
ょう。指揮官、今後は立場上苦しい日々が続くでしょう。ただ、反逆正体はいつでもあなたの味方です。
Based.
かつてのアンジェのように。
Based. Bro. Good damage.
指揮官、撤退ルートはすでに確保済みです。あとは
久しぶりだな、指揮官。
Yeah, Commander, it's been a long time. This is the heavier guy, yeah. Okay.
戦闘終了。脅威はすべて排除しました。これで先に進みます。
And she hasn't seen Javier in like 10 years, I think, right? Let's go 4 more missions. Okay, we can do this. So let's do these ones. John Wick time. So where are we now? Yeah, this is like I feel like there's just extra crap they just put in last minute that they probably didn't need to. Like, I feel like that cleaner one, I wouldn't have really missed out on anything if I didn't read it. Extra, yeah, I'll just kind of breeze through this real quick. I really don't care about Monster Squad, I'm gonna be completely honest. Music sounds like GF1 music. The main menu. Yeah, I'm just gonna skim through this. If I see anything of interest, I'll make notes. So this is when we called Monsoon, I think. It's like their point of view, what they were dealing with. Just like the cleaner one was her point of view after she ended the call.
手加減の必要は
So this is probably about the time when she cracked the void. Okay, yeah. It's just their point of view, and when they're outside of the city. Just like what was going on with them when we were inside and shit hit the fan. Nothing of significance, it's just a bit of monsoon juice. You're a monsoon fan, this is for you. Is everyone you a bunch of incompetent dorks?
任務了解。はい、任務了解。
さっさと倒れたらどうだ。
はい、任務了解。
さっさと倒れたらどうだ。
はい。
次の目標を教えてください。
Yeah, just a whole lot of fluff. Really unnecessary. It just gives a bit of limelight to the rest of the dolls in curing what the hell is going on. Not really needed. Alright, let's get back to the main story. 2 missions left. Let's wrap this up.
久しぶりだな、指揮官。
ハーベルさん。
こんな形の再会になって。
This has been 10 years, right?
安全確保のため、現在リビ管理下に入っている。安心するといい。避難は終わっている。
コーラップス粒子汚染は
汚染？リビウはホワイトエリアだ。汚染などあるはずだ。
I think that bloom never happened. Yeah, it seems like it maybe never happened.
さて、指揮官、少し話をしようか。
Bro, what the hell is going on?
話。リビウの地下はほとんどパラデウスのアジトでした。なのに私を問い詰めるのは
He's gonna be like, what are you talking about?
政府のやり方ですか。
落ち着きたまえ。君を非難するつもり。ただ、君は曰くつきなのでね。ここに現れた以上、納得。
それはこっちのセリフです。なぜ10年前消えたはずのパラデウスがこのリビウで堂々と大規模な実験を行っていたのか。
なぜパラデウスの仕業だと確信している？
I don't think it not happened, but it's just something fishy.
もし証拠があるのなら、今すぐ私に見せてくれ。そうすれば、君が満足する結果が出るまで。
You gotta provide evidence somehow.
こんな時に銃口を向けることはなかった。そしてパラデウスを調べるのに証拠がいるなんて言わなかったでしょう。
指揮官、信頼は相互関係。
どういう意味ですか？
サミット会場の監視カメラに君の姿が映った。
This is when Orphelin was gonna do her speech, I think.
怪しい人物と接触していたそうじゃないか。
怪しい人物？誰のことですか？
例えば今回の事件の容疑者、ジラードグループの現総裁兼楽園。
オレク・ジラード？何を言っているんですか？待って。楽園計画の責任者？
Wait, did they just pin it on Oleg?
奴はただの操り人形ではあったが、全くの無実というわけだ。
Or was he the mastermind?
そして、このリビューを滅ぼしかねない実験の現場に君がいた。
I think they're trying to like turn the story into me looking like it was all my idea or my plan or something. The one who made contact with him was Kryuga and he died afterward? She means Oleg, right? Not Kryuga. Did not even mention Orphelin's name. I think he just genuinely doesn't know about Orphelin. Yeah. Who? Yeah, I'd like to know the answer to that question as well.
ヘレナを探し、楽園計画を調査することがクルーガーさんに言い渡された任務です。だから計画の責任者に接触したこともパラデウスの実験室に。
指揮官、それは分かっている。だが上にとって全てどうでもいいこと。要するに君はやりすぎ。オレクの企みを止められたのはいい。10年前と同じように。
His evil plan?
やってはいけないことをした。だから私も10年前のようにヘレナをこちらに渡せば。
As long as you hand Helena over to me, all the suspicion activities in over the past 10 days. Yeah, so I think he's trying to take over now and use Helena.
私の任務はヘレナを非軍。
私をクルーガーの代わりだと思ってくれてかも。
Yeah, sure, buddy. Yeah, straight up.
いや、汚れ役は私の仕事だ。君も分かっていると思うが、私。
ヘレナをどうするつもりですか？本当にジラードグループを摘発するために証人として扱ってくれますか？
もちろん。
ハーベルさん。ヘレナの安全を誓ってくれますか？
Massive doubt. Okay, he's already like can't even make eye contact.
やはり聞こえのいい嘘。
私は君を困らせるつもりは。ハーベル、私が話そう。
Who the hell is this? We don't have soldier hands in the communicator. Have your friends cleared this place but still raise the device from before? On the committee, that cold voice sounds once more. I look at Javier. Perhaps because of the man speaking to the communicator for the first time in all these years, he cannot meet my eyes. In that instant, I understand everything.
やはりあなたですか。さあ。
Earl? Who the hell is Earl? Let's keep this brief. Regarding that question from 10 years ago, I give you one more chance to answer. Only your choice to return everything you desire can be granted, including Selena you have mentioned repeatedly. I can place everything behind this matter under your responsibility. The hedgehog or the fox? Which do you choose? I choose neither. He is Griffin's or the Earl, head of the G in G and K. Right, so he's... So it's... Okay. So K is Kryuga, right? Okay, so he's the top G of G and K. Fast. So he's got some status.
何も変わらなかったからこそ、あなたの言葉が嘘なのが分かった。今回は逃げではない。私はさあ、あなたの理想はすでに歪んでいる。間違ったやり方で。
生意気な。
ええ、生意気よ。それでも
どうやらもう決めたようだな。
There were some heavy hitters that like entering the chat. Heavy plays.
ハーベル、どうかもう一度やれ。
Like all the big boys of the big boy companies are like coming out of the light, it feels like. No, no, it's gonna. Oh god.
やれ。
What do you mean proceed? What do you mean proceed? Proceed with what? And they raise their guns? Is Shikigan Danzo's?
リビウ市にて発生した大規模テロ事件についての調査結果が公表されました。軍によれば、テロリスト1名および数名の無所属武装人形が市街地にて正規軍と交戦し、多数の兵士が負傷しました。
They're gonna like pin this wall on me, aren't they? They're gonna like rewrite the narrative and make it look like I was a terrorist or something. Watch.
増援部隊が到着した直後、武装人形はヘリコプターに乗って逃走。その途中、リーダー格と思われる人物が
Yeah.
重傷を負いました。
Suspect that the terrorist unit, believed to be the commander, who was seriously wounded yet still managed to escape the military, has since sealed up the city's main entrances. Yeah, they're gonna make me look like the terrorist.
また、今回の事件を引き起こしたテロリストは LVI-13 で発生した事件の犯人と同一人物であることも判明。
Welcome back, bro. The contents of the project slightly changed, but history changed itself to match because Chilo still existed, so now only if you remember. So I'm basically done, bro. The contents of the project slightly changed, but history changed itself to match because Chile still existed, so now only if you remember.
当局は犯人の外見や特徴を公表し、市民の協力を。
So we're a terrorist on the run now. Fantastic. After a firefight, so they did try to kill us right then and there, but we managed to escape.
指揮官、大丈夫？まだ痛む？
いえ、
These absolute dodgy mother flippers.
メイリンが3日も夜更かししてみんなの素体をな。そよ風正体の素体損傷が一番ひどくて部品の交換が必要なんだけど、今の状況じゃ一番近くの修理所に行くこと。
ええ。
それにしてもあの兵士たち。
ハーベルさんの計らいでしょう。
What a actual bastard.
そうだ。アルバとボイマスティノは
They're
警
fine.
察に出ているわ。警察も賞金ハンターも私たちを探している。
Okay, so we're on the run. We're fugitives.
賞金ハンターが賞金首になる日が来るとはね。グローザー、頼みたいことがある。
That's where the Sakura spoiler comes in. Also, the reason Elmo was being hunted in the Lewis event. I think Javier saved the honesty, John Wick style. What do you mean? How, bro?
何？
You know, old man.
オルフェルーネという人物について調べてもらえる。
I don't know how, I don't remember that Sakura stuff at all, bro.
一体何が起きたのか。
実はも
I completely mentally just forgotten, like blocked out Sakura story stuff.
結果は？
う自分で見た方がいいわ。
He does not want you dead. He's friend of Kryuga. Okay.
これだけ？
That's why. Will that make more sense after this event, not before? I suppose. I think he's chained up as a signal not to kill you. Oh, okay. I don't know. It felt pretty dodgy to me, bro. Just to make it look believable. Possible. It wasn't convincing for me. That I don't know. I didn't notice anything like that, but it's possible, definitely. Orphelin Gerard, the only daughter of Oleg, current CEO of the Gerard Group, tragically perished in the Frankfurt incident 10 years ago. Exactly, so she died, but she never came back. But this so-called fact far exceeds anything I imagined. Suddenly I remember the words spoken to me 10 years ago during the Frankfurt incident by the girl named Lunicia. The many other worlds she showed me. Countless possibilities woven together by threads stirred by blue. Bro, if we're gonna open this can of worms, buckle up, boys. It's gonna be a long ride. Nirvana. Like, if the story's actually gonna start exploring this, oh boy. She sees the announcement of the commander being blamed at the end of her story. Oh really? Bro, I feel like it's basically summed it up. We didn't even need it. I feel like we didn't even need the Sakura stuff. To be completely honest. Javier probably didn't intentionally leave the commander alive. Javier does not want the commander dead. He's just in a precarious spot. At the moment, I'm gonna be honest, with what's happened and what's happening, who's doing what, their intentions, what's actually going on, now that the timeline's been kind of rewritten. It's like I have to go back and play the game from the beginning and like, you know what I mean? Like, just to have to like rewrite the entire story. I think this kind of just throws everything in the air. And everything that we knew, that we thought of, that was previously established is no longer concrete. And like anything, like, you know, does that make sense? Like forget everything you know. It's all changed. I feel like. Like for all you know, Colleen is like an evil villain now or something. In this timeline rewrite, I don't know. I mean, just how much did that change Orphalun not coming back? Okay. Maybe not. They're gonna take her. Bro, this guy and his stupid beard, bro. The final legs of Gerard Group in our hands at last. Gerard Group, okay. This is Igla. Invisible cross? Jesus, is that you? Igla's torso is open, revealing the intricate structures within. Several data cables wind out from her exposed chest cavity, connecting to surrounding receivers. That's cool. I wish you could show us. Only part of her body that can still move. Her eyes roll wildly as if searching for something. Her vocal module is already damaged and only garbled syllables escape her. Bro, that sounds sick. This will be quite the scene. Oh. Igla remembers Orphalun too. That only presents more questions. I forgot to shut off the vocal module. Just when you think like, okay, I'm onto this, no, more questions. Neither fall silent. Are you satisfied with this gift? Shesh Babum shall be a close strategic partner. May our partnership be fruitful.
今日は珍しくご機嫌のようですね。
No, just go cheerful. Nothing else really changes if the history tries to keep roughly the same. I think you mean just go read GFL 1. He drew that on for sharp to change mine once. But seriously. System, you seem to be in an excellent mood today. Do we know anything about this guy? I just remember him being like just a shit politician or something.
かしこまりました。今日は忙しかったわ。
Hey, she sounds kind of hot, man.
あら、今日は帰るのが早かったね。今夜何にする？フィレミニョンのステーキにボルシチはどう？
Who is this?
はーい、エスカルゴも付け加えるね。今日の仕事はもう全部終わったわ。残業もない。ええ、だから
I think that's... Bro, how the hell did you come to that conclusion? Don't say anything. Wait, let me finish this.
まったくもういつも心配させるんだから。
彼女からか？
Was it her?
うん。指揮官絡みの面倒事は何とかしてくれるって。
And then it cuts right at the defy? Maybe.
相手が指揮官だからなのかもしれない。あるいは組織からはお咎めなしになったからかも。指揮官を守るのも私たちの任務だから。
任務がなくともそうしていた。
そうかもね。ただ指揮官とコンタクトを取るタイミング、組織の計画、
その方がいい。指揮官には私たちが必要だ。パラデウスは強い。
10年前の失敗はパラデウスにとってそんなに響かなかったみたいね。この状況を
Isn't the third somehow Paradise returned moment?
争いだけじゃない。裏に潜む大物たちの駆け引きこそ。私だってそういうのは嫌い。けど私たちも武力以外の戦い方を覚えないと。さあ自ら指揮官の前に現れるなんて思わなかった。組織がいてくれなければあっちもそう簡単に引き下がらなかったかも。
わからない。全部計画のうちじゃん。
Because it's figure home and she offers support? I don't know. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't have a clue. That's super specific.
今後どうなるかはわからないけど、誰も予想できない展開の方が相手はすでに切り札を切った。なら私たちの切り札もそれまでには少し大変なことに。
Trump card, bro. What's Defy's? I'm kind of excited about this. Defy's got some stuff going on.
だよね。
I'm so game for this.
頑張ろう、指揮官。
Whoa, bro. What a freaking... What an event, boys. I will say. They definitely met my expectations. Okay, alright. Wow, full getting outro music. Damn. Should I skip this? Okay, alright. Okay, alright. Oh yeah, that definitely delivered. Met my expectations. It's gonna be super loud, sorry guys. Not bad. Okay, alright. It wasn't that long. Just quickly, we haven't even touched on Cocoon yet. There's so much juice in the future. I thought Cocoon was gonna make some kind of like reveal of some kind, but she didn't. So, looking forward to that. The shadow slams, the shadow slams an operating room blaze with a blinding glare. Chilevik feels a wave of dizziness wash over her. Every joint, every muscle, every bone in her body throbs with a strange and unnatural pain. And yet she is still alive. No, that is not right. She's truly alive. This body, is it really still her own? No, she cannot make a sound. Nor can she sense anything tangible. Her body feels unbearably heavy, yet at the same time as though it's floating in the void. Finally awake.
久しぶりの手術だから失敗したかと思ったよ。視界から残存意識を救い出し、新しい素体に入れるのはそう簡単なことではない。まずはその体になれることだな。その後は悲願で見たすべてを。
Oh, okay, hold on. So you managed to find Chilo's consciousness and bring it back and revive her in a frame. And now she's going to tell him everything that happened with Orphalune and Helena when they had that little moment together. That's basically what I'm okay. The last memories of emerging with Chilevik into the deep sea of the tyrant of consciousness. Just as she had surrendered herself to the descent, someone reached out and caught her. Who was it? That memory has already scattered like drifting smoke. Now she feels as though she's still floating in the deep sea, rising and sinking with soundless waves. She senses light filtering down through the surface above, shining upon her warm and vicious. But she continues sleeping like this forever. Orphalune feels like it is time for her to awaken. As she opens her eyes, goddamn flashbang. Her vision is blurred as though some strange lens covers her sight, rendering the world warped and distorted. The only thing she can see clearly is reflection cast upon the dome-like ceiling above where she lifts her head. She stares at that reflection in disbelief. It's her. God freaking damn it. Bro, what the hell? What the actual hell? I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. Oh, that's okay. What did you say was the thing? No, I'll just skim it. Mona. Ooh. 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 They're definitely teasing it, boys. I think she's on the horizon. Stolen equipment. Okay. Who's this Mona? Bro, am I reading the Epstein files? What's all his redactions, dude? International fugitive. Okay, England, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, okay. Bro, it's getting really like spiritorial. Like ominous almost. They're gonna reset Igla. That's what I meant by self will be redefined. Quasi full immune individual. Okay, so the brain's GG's, but they successfully transferred the consciousness to an experimental frame. I think KO1 is Chilo, maybe? Key and Blessed One. Bro, I swear to God, if the story is going to be like just the delusions of like some psycho frame, and we're just inside like some Delulu frame, and she like invented all these characters in her mind. Orphelin is just a figment of her imagination. That's kind of cool though, I like that. Highly fixated on concept of Orphelin Gerard, she frequently mentions the girl who closed the gate and demonstrates an intense desire to destroy and analyze said concept rather than simple hatred. She does not seem to understand the rules which led to her rejection and contributes to all Orphelin Gerard. I must find her. Subject can stream during one of her manic phases. Even if she's become data and melded with that domain, I'll drag her out. Even if she's become data and melded that data, drag her out, tear her apart and find out exactly what's inside her. Why did it have to be her? Why did it have to be someone who was so stupid she needed me to teach her math? Mental breakdown. Potential non-logical alternative course, understanding the rules which govern the gate. That's really cool, actually. That's actually really cool. I like what they did there. I don't... Oh, my brain, bro. I have so many questions. Like, now is Chile meant to look like the crazy one? For having witnessed what she did? So I think that place is digital. Yeah, the data thing. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, you mentioned humans, but I don't recall seeing any human being in there. It's only been Orphelin, Chilo, and Helena from what I've read or experienced. Like from the story wise, I think it is digital. The commander too. But we haven't seen the commander in there though. I mean, the Frankfurt, yeah, they were there when Frankfurt happened, but I've never seen her in. We've never seen her in the whiteness. I think it's easier to go with the fact that it's just digital and. Oh wait, never mind. Orphelin's there. What am I saying? No. I just realized Orphelin's human. That's what the weird trippy flashbacks were. Yeah, true. Okay. And also Orphelin, who was human. I don't know, bro. I think this is meant to be like the massive question mark chapter event. And maybe there's going to be an answer event later on. But I will say, I'm very satisfied. Totally met my expectations. Crossed a lot of boundaries. Took a lot of risks. Went to some crazy areas. Definitely felt the vibes. If this was an anime, I would have enjoyed this experience. If I had watched it. And it feels like they're going in that direction. Hey, there was this one anime, it's driving me crazy. I gotta find it, hold on. What was it called? Ergo Proxy. I'm not sure if you guys seen it or heard of it. There's really deep, extremely deep animes that like touch on these next level kind of theological and philosophical ideas. I think another science fiction anime. It feels like they're going in that direction, which I'm totally down for. I hope the game does a good job explaining it as it goes. I think there's too much lore into it. It's, to be fair, there's a lot of dumpage. Like they gave us just coffee machines and teapots for a year, and they just dumped like a shit ton of like information and lore in like in one part even. Because the first two parts were relatively chill. The first two parts were relatively chill and then just dumped. As a GF2 player. Like, scale over 3,000 games and like tens of thousands. I mean, that's, I don't know. I hope it's like next level dedication and not just pumping out slop. And it's all like in the grand scheme organized and articulated. You know what I mean? And they're not just like shitting it out as they go. I they make a good play of making it understandable just from yeah. Hopefully. Maybe GF2 is where they kind of relate it all together and present it in an understandable manner. I mean, if you're going to take advantage of your latest and greatest new game, I think that'd be the best way to do it. But yeah, no, I'm Corposant was great. A solid 8 out of 10, I would say. Cool ideas, cool feelings, emotions being expressed. I definitely felt connected to the characters, like of Chilo and stuff. The just play is a tough ask considering how long it is, yeah, and it's not even done. I'm playing reverse clips and I hope so understanding some stuff. It was good. It was good. Some cool ideas were explored. Cool characters, and there's even, and they set it up in a way where there's more to look forward to. We've still got Cocoon. Who the hell is she? What's her role in all of this? AK-12 potential in the future. Defy juice. The future is looking pretty bright. And safe to say I'm looking forward to more Girls Frontline 2 content. Story content. But it's 1:30 AM my time. This story was crazy long. Barely finished it in 2 streams. I still gotta do bloody Gunsmoke. Hope you guys had fun. I'll see you on the next event. I don't think it's been revealed yet, but whoever the next character doll is coming out, as usual, we'll check her out, play the story missions, and take it from there. But I think this is the last time we're going to enjoy this for a while. I don't think we're going to get something at this caliber for a very long time. But it was good for what it was. I think from here on it's just going to be small slice of life stories maybe. This was a lot to take in, so I think we kind of deserve a bit of a rest. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next event, next release. You guys take care till then, and thanks for hanging out. Appreciate the company. And I'll see you then. Peace.